Coming to you live from your suspicious gut.
DJ Dan.
You're listening to DJ Dan. Shutting down the man.
Damn right I'm shutting it down, because they're lying and I'm not. Welcome, Conspiracy Spies, to Hour 2 of You Ask, I Answer. Caller 1.
Dennis from Butte. Love the show.
Can't hide from the truth, Dennis. Scam, hoax, or conspiracy, you ask, I answer.
Okay. How about plate tectonics?
Scam! 2 words. Earthquake insurance. Don't buy it. Next!
Frank from Roswell, New Mexico.
Careful, Frank's throwing out the subliminal UFO frequencies. You ask, I answer, Frank.
War of the Worlds radio broadcast.
Oh, Frank, you little devil. Tanya, my producer at large, what's your take on that?
Hoax?
Wrong! Conspiracy masquerading as a hoax. That was what, 1938, Frank?
Dunno.
Shut down! It was 1938. First color photos of Mars had just come in, and shock of shocks, the thing looks like a fracking Christmas tree. Nothing but red rocks and green heads. Now the U.S. government alien agenda doesn't want a real panic, so what do? They get Orson Welles to do War of the Worlds. Get it? They cause a fake panic, expose it as a hoax, and everything goes back to normal. A couple years later, when the pictures do leak, everybody thinks it's another hoax, but that's the truth. And Welles uses alien filmmaking technology to make Citizen Kane. You heard it here first, folks. Next caller.
Jessica from Boise, Idaho.
Little known fact, Idaho itself is a hoax. What you wearing, Jessica?
My Conspiracy Spy t-shirt, DJ Dan.
Oh, Jessica. You ask, I answer.
What about cryogenics?
Oh, boy. Cryogenics. Someone just had to go there, didn't they? For anyone who doesn't know already, this is how cryogenic works. You die, they freeze you, and then the scientists of the future thaw you and cure whatever disease killed you in the first place. I swear. People are really doing this. People like Uncle Walt, frozen like the Matterhorn. People like baseball legend Ted Williams, he froze his head. Guess one day they'll thaw Ted's head, screw it on a robot body, and then the Red Sox will finally win the series.
Dan, the Red Sox did win the series about a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a geek, Tanya. Not a sports geek, but I can do you one better. Try this on for size. Alvar Hanso. Yeah, Conspiracy Spies. It's yet another story accounting for the whereabouts of your favorite arms dealer turned mad scientist. We've heard it all. Hanso's a figurehead, your proverbial Mr. Cluck. He's floating in orbit, a VIP guest on the Mir space station, and so on. But this one, it comes from inside the organization. According to my source, old Alvar is in the deep freeze in the Hanso Foundation's lab near Phoenix, Arizona. Now, this makes sense. This explains why the guy hasn't been spotted in years. Now, I'm going to get serious. We like to have our fun, but when it comes to the Hanso Foundation, consider this the Brussels sprouts portion of the DJ Dan nutritious meal, folks. Now, if you know my show, you know that if the Hanso Foundation is doing something, it is not good. Sure, they want you to believe they're saving humanity with their top-secret science projects, but we're smarter than that. And thanks to the hacker Persephone, we now have proof. We all know what's really going on, don't we? Frozen or cooked, I don't want you thinking for 1 second that Alvar Hanso and his cronies are any less dangerous. Anyway, as you can see, these cryogenics people really get me. These Hanso Foundation and their ilk prey on the weak and the sick, and I want you to shut it down. So my suggestion to you, stay warm, dear Conspiracy Spy. Drink a cup of cocoa. And for goodness sake, don't freeze your head. That's all you got. It's happened, Tanya. I'm in love.
Who is it this week?
No, this one's different, Tanya. This one's special. This love, Tanya, it's shutting me down.
Why's that, Dan?
Because it's a forbidden love.
You're married. Every love is a forbidden love.
Does a priest date his parishioners?
I hope not.
Does a shepherd date his flock?
Once again.
And her name is Rachel Blake, Tanya, and she is the ultimate Conspiracy Spy.
How did you meet?
No, we didn't, but we have to. If you're listening, Rachel, we need to talk. So here's the deal. I'm on the web surfing around my favorite Area 51 sites when one of my Conspiracy Spies IMs me. Garthasoid, your shout out. So I head to this little blog by this beautiful girl, say lower middle 20s, has that scrubbed movie version of Your Girl Next Door look, all smiles and eyelashes. And the site talks about how she's on a post-college Euro tour. So I'm thinking, okay, this chick is a little slice of heaven, but really, why does Garthasoid think I got to check this out? I mean, Garthasoid, you know what's going down. We're talking crop circles. We're talking Loch Ness. And if I could, just for a second, just to put this whole business to rest for you Nessie heads, it's a soundstage, you morons. Same place where they faked the Mars landing. Anyway, point is, Rachel's blog is pleasant, but I don't have the time to be finding out which Geronimo Jackson song Little Susie Cornbelt is listening when she misses her mommy. But then I enter this code Garthazoid sends me, and the bells and whistles go off, and Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Stalin. We got ourselves a huge hunk of another ball of wax. It's a video blog. Turns out Rachel is stalking this corporate dude, and the more I watch, the more I realize everything is connected. Because the dude is none other than Dr. Thomas Vanna Mittelwerk. Evil name, I know. And it fits. Because if you don't know Dr. Mittelwerk, he is a perpetrator of atrocities in the name of good. Dr. Mittelwerk is president of none other than...
The Hanso Foundation.
a.k.a. Evil Inc., a.k.a. Secrets International, a.k.a. we do bad things in the name of wickedness and greed and sell them to the world as we're saving the planet through our science, one adorable child at a time. Cue the rainbow and fuzzy puppies. So I'm on the site, and you've got to go. The footage out there is just nuts. And then I start to think, is Rachel our girl? Is this the infamous Persephone, hacker of the Hanso Foundation website? Could be. And then I start thinking, what is she doing? Is she like us? Is she looking for Alvar Hanso, who's been strangely missing from the world for the past 4 years? Is she really after Mittelwerk? Is she going to take them all down? Is she going to take them all down to Chinatown? I mean, who knows? And then I get worried. Rachel, once again, if you're listening, you got to grow a fake beard or something, honey. These Hanso people there. Anyway, conspiracy spies. Eyes on the price. If Rachel Blake is willing to risk her pretty little neck, let's step up and help her. Go to her site, rap with her. And if you ever happen to bump into her in the real world and she's being followed by some shady goons, do us all a favor and drop a banana peel. Milton from Fresno, please tell me you're not still there.
I'm still here, DJ Dan.
Tanya, you're fired.
I'll leave when you start paying me.
Oh, Tanya. Now, okay, Milty, before I kick you off, what were you saying?
I was saying I think Persephone is just some hacker from one of the Hanso Foundation's competitors.
Oh, so you think the Hanso Foundation is, what, some kind of innocent victim in all this?
No, I'm just saying, how do you know they've done anything wrong?
How do I know? How do you know you want to stay away from the business end of a skunk, Milty? How do you know old Mrs. Withers is going to hand out pennies every Halloween? You just do. Shut down! All right. Time for DJ Dan 101. Don't you get it, people? The Hanso Foundation, their competitors, they're the man. And the man don't hack the man. It's simple, folks. All the man wants is for you to keep quiet and keep kicking your hard-earned wage to him and his ruling class cronies. And I'm not talking corporations and governments. I'm talking global mega corporations, meta governments, people whose scope goes beyond nations, beyond planets. Don't you see? If they can control what you think, what you feel, what you see, then they can do anything they want. They're hiding the truth because they know if we know what they know, we'll shut them down. So they keep us busy doing nothing. Thornton from Seattle, go ahead.
I don't get it, DJ Dan. How can you talk about the man when you're the biggest corporate sellout of all? Your website's covered in ads for Jeep, for Sprite.
And Monster.com. So what? You ask me, sponsors are a pretty small concession to make for my voice to be heard. I mean, who says I got to wear sackcloth and walk around barefoot to fight the man, huh?
These aren't mom and pop stores you're supporting, Dan. You've got...
Look. Sprite's a competitor. These days there's more beverages than ever. So why do I like Sprite? Because it's delicious. Because I like limon. Because saying it makes me feel cool. And what's wrong with helping Americans get jobs? How do you think I got this job? Monster.com. That's what the internet is good for, conspiracy spies. Finding loonies like me to appeal to the hearts and minds of loonies like you. And my Jeep? I love my Jeep Compass. Do I ever go off-road? No. But do I live with a sense of security knowing my four-wheel Jeep Compass will get me and my family to safety when the bombs fall and the highways buckle? You bet your Agnew I do. But enough of that. As long as we're teaching DJ Dan 101, I want to talk about something else. So I go to the old mailbag this morning, and I find a letter from Jessica in Reno, Nevada, and I quote, "I listened to your show on rapid weight loss, DJ Dan, and I don't understand why you hate science so much."
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap indeed, Tanya. How many times do I have to repeat, I do not hate science? It's science that lets me broadcast from the road, moving from secret location to secret location with only my laptop and the wind in my scalp. My trusty mic, and of course Tanya, who Lord knows is a wonder of science herself.
It's called the gym, DJ Dan.
No, Tanya, it's you versus gravity. According to routines established by scientists who understand the mechanics of the human body. And what a body it is, Tanya.
Aw, shucks, DJ Dan.
However, if science offered a way for me to look like Tanya with just a snip of the jeans, a wave of the scalpel, would I take that offer? No. No way. And trust me, ask my wife. She'd much rather have Tanya coming home to her than me. She says I walk heavy.
Get carpet.
That is with carpet. Look, you see, Tanya, the man, people like the Hanso Foundation, they've made us think that science and technology are the answers to every single one of our problems. Just push a button. It'll be okay. But it won't be okay. Jessica, to answer your question, I don't hate science. I'm afraid of science. I'm afraid of the consequences of a science that moves so fast that we don't have a chance to stop and think and analyze what's going on. We have blind faith in the people who already rendered the product we bought 5 minutes ago obsolete by rolling out version 2.0 3 minutes ago. So if I get that surgery and gene therapy and walk out looking like Tanya, do they care if I melt into a hoodwinked puddle in 3 weeks? No, because I'm lost. I'm a corporate recall. I'm an intermediary step between Tanya and the Tanya Disco Trip Hop remix. And why? Because I stopped asking questions. This is DJ Dan making way for his hotter, younger replacement, DJ Dave. No, Tanya. Darwinian evolution is a lie. Intelligent design is a bigger lie to make evolution look like less of a lie. I'm sick of it and I'm shutting it down. Sarah from Cleveland, go!
Hi, DJ Dan. I'm a fan, but are you saying evolution's fake? Like birds don't come from dinosaurs?
No, I'm saying there's more to it than that. That the mega science corporations, they want us to believe that the unnatural work they're doing, their genetic engineering, is just part of Ma Nature's master plan. Take the Hanso Foundation. If you're a loyal listener, Sam, you know I have issues with this bunch of crazy monkeys. Now, I'm aware some of the stuff we talk about on the show is a little fuzzy around the edges. But the Hanso Foundation, these guys are as real a threat as we've seen. I've been saying it for years, but now, the hacker Persephone, she's serving us all up a batch of proof pudding. The Hanso Foundation, you've seen their ads. They're bringing us a better future. Science is going to save the world. Blah, 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 blah. And I say don't believe it.
Oh. Why not?
Why not? Definitely not because company founder Alvar Hanso, an arms dealer with ties to the original atom bomb, refuses to release any true details about any of his programs. Oh, definitely not because their Lech spokesman Hugh McIntyre refuses to say one word about their alleged human rights violations. No. Because every day we become more and more advanced, we get closer to the end, these Hanso Foundation preverts say they're going to prevent. And genetic engineering, you know what that is? Changing our DNA to give our babies blue eyes instead of brown, or to give them the know-how to juggle flaming bowling pins in the cradle. It's all a lie. Do you know what happens when you start shuffling your genes around? No. Nobody does. But I've seen those steroid cases, guys whose growth plates have turned back on. They're Neanderthals. There are consequences to our actions, people. Don't you see? They want us all to look the same. To be ashamed of who we are and where we're from. Because once they've done that to us, once they've let us just give away our individuality, they're going to swoop down from the sky and take over without a fight. Yeah, we got Lou from Chicago. Deep Dish Louie. Convince me otherwise. Come on.
Hey, Dan. I think you're overreacting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I have a birthmark or two. One looks like a potato, and the other looks like Italy.
The boot or Sardinia?
Actually, Tuscany.
Good one.
But I've always wished they could be more like tattoos. Couldn't we play with the DNA and give our kids some like cool birthmarks?
So what are you talking about? Maybe a family crest, a cute little bird. How about a barcode so we can keep track? Huh? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Well, congrats, Louie. You just made my top 3. Dumbest things I ever heard. Shut down. Who's next?
Richard from Alexandria, Virginia.
Tricky Dick from Alexandria.
Listen, Dan, I heard what your last caller said about the tattoos, and I think people are already doing that, but with animals.
What do you mean, Dick?
I mean, I was diving off the Great Barrier Reef last year, and we came upon this shark rat. It's reefed thing is toast, and on its tail is like a, well, not a tattoo. It's like this black octagon with some word on it. It starts with a D. Thing's pretty rotted away.
Dick. Tell me you got pictures of that shark.
Of course. I can send right over.
You know what I think, Dick? I think you're Conspiracy Spy of the Month. We got to take a break. More with
Wait a
Dick
minute,
and
Dan.
What?
I've got a
yes,
caller
honey?
here. Says he has to talk to you right now.
Really? Well, what are you waiting for, Tanya? Put him back on. Come on. Caller, you're shutting down the man.
You're going to want to be more careful, Dan.
Okay. And who am I speaking with?
You think you can just keep taking shots at the Hanso Foundation with no fear of retaliation?
Once again, who are you and why are you calling me?
You think you're safe to smear good people because you broadcast from different locations, like the second floor motel room you're in right now off of the 5 freeway, driving your green Jeep Compass, license plate...
Hey, easy there, little troll. Hey, what's this about?
It's about your fragile life.
Oh, my God.
How
Come
easily
on.
you can be exposed, the way you claim to expose
Okay, that's
others.
enough. That's enough.
How easily your address,
No, that's
and
enough.
your real name,
Hey,
and where
hey,
you really
I'm not
work,
gonna-
and your
I've had-
wife...
That's enough! Hey! You one of their goons? Is that what this is about? Well, you can tell your boss I ain't backing down. This is not the first threatening call I've gotten, buddy. Not by a long shot. My real name is DJ Dan. My location is inside your web of lies, and my job is shutting you
Dan,
down. Wow. Well, did you hear that, Tanya? I guess we've been warned. Well, that was special. If you didn't think there was proof before, there you have it, folks. DJ Dan, I guess I better name a successor. Life extension. You know what that is? It's dumping hormones and drugs and cocktails of vitamins into your body in the sad hope you'll squeeze out an extra 10 or 20 years.
Good morning to you too, DJ Dan.
Yep. Tanya, what's a meaningful life?
One where you meet the entire living cast of Gunsmoke?
Tanya is just obsessed with TV westerns. And while her response was glib, she actually makes a good point. If you fulfill your hopes and desires, make an impact on the world, if you do these things and you have some fun in the process, have you not lived a good life?
I'd say.
So would you agree that Gandhi lived a good life? Martin Luther King, Jimi Hendrix, Lou Gehrig, Jesus of Nazareth?
That list only included men.
Fine. Mama Cass, happy?
Most of those people lived unnaturally short lives, DJ Dan.
And yet they changed the world. They didn't wait around. They didn't buy into the lies of the man selling you on his pipe dreams. That's right. Chris from Kansas City, what do you think?
Hi, now look, DJ Dan, I believe in life extension, okay?
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Chris, are you enrolled in a life extension program?
Yes, I am. It's manufactured by this local company called Flower Life Enterprises.
Local, you say? Try local by way of Denmark, Chris.
Huh?
I don't want to alarm you, son, but you are in the grips of the big baddies.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I feel great.
And I'm telling you that Flower of Life Enterprises is a subsidiary of none other than...
The Hanso Foundation.
I figure I harp on these guys enough. I ought to have a button.
Who's the Hanso Foundation?
Who's the Hanso Foundation? Shut down! Sorry, Chris, had to do it. I feel something coming on. It's taking me over. It's making me do this.
Oh, here it comes again.
It's a vast conspiracy, Tanya, of the medical community, the pharmaceutical companies, the wellness groups, and these pseudoscience quacks with their miracle formulas, like the Hanso Foundation. They keep saying they will extend your life. It's a vast conspiracy to take your money and lull you into a sense that you have all the time in the world. They're singing a lullaby, Tanya, and the fight is going out of the world. Now, to answer Chris's question, the Hanso Foundation is numero uno on my hit list. And why? Because they lie. Because they're shrouded in secrecy. Because their founder, Alvar Hanso, arms dealer turned peace flag waving pseudoscientist liar in chief, Hanso himself has been undergoing, according to one of my conspiracy spy sources, life extension treatments that have rendered him a monkey man, a freak show, unfit for contact with the public. Why do you think no one's seen this guy in years? Because he's swinging through the trees on some mountain in the Netherlands. Now, we've all seen their website, and we've seen our hack artist Persephone's good work. The Hanso Foundation's got this crazy old orangutan named Jupe. Yeah, supposed to appeal to the kids. But when you click on him, he just goes frickin' batty. Now, call me crazy, but I'm willing to put money on the fact that this Jupe is none other than Alvar Hanso himself. And I'm afraid, Tanya, I'm afraid that any day our poor friend Chris is going to look just like him. Conspiracy Spice, let me know. Have I gone too far? Has DJ Dan finally cracked up, or could it be I'm onto something? Your theories, your rants, your raves, when we come back. Yep, we're coming to you live. I'm shutting down the man. That's the plan, so you don't know the what hit the fan. So much for my hip-hop career.
Come on, Dan. You're old school.
Yep, hang a grandfather clock around my neck. That's how old school I am. Speaking of, I call myself a DJ, but how often do you ever hear me play music? Yeah, jump on that, Conspiracy Spies. We're having a good time today, ladies and GMOs. We're in our blue tracksuits. We have our name brand white sneakers. That's right, we're celebrating the anniversary of Heaven's Gate! Yeah! All right. Cults, people. We're talking about cults. Tanya, you got a favorite?
What about those guys with the red scarves, who just said they cloned their leader?
Good one. But I have a soft spot for the Heaven's Gators. The sheer ambition just gets to me, okay? They killed themselves to hitch a ride on a comet. It's kind of poetic. So, my sweet conspiracy spies, are you in a cult? Were you in a cult? Are you about to drink the Kool-Aid? Are you making the Kool-Aid? Call us first. Tell us all about it. Let's take Mac from Texas. Sweet! Mike, got a shotgun under the seat?
You betcha, DJ Dan.
Don't mess with Mikey. Mikey, what is your cult connection?
Well, I'm listening to the cult.
That's a band, you dink. People, do I have to explain? No self-respecting cult calls itself a cult. The cult itself is not a cult, and even if it spawned a cult, it certainly would not be a cult. Shut down! Bro from Minnesota. Hear you spotted a cult in your own town.
Yes, sir. My nephew joined these bald chanting guys, dancing, handing out flowers in the street.
Chanting guys. They're not a cult. Everybody knows they're a front for extraterrestrials. Shut down! Come on, people. Give me something real. Anthony from Petoskey, Michigan. That in the thumb, Anthony?
More in the pinky finger. Anyway, DJ Dan, I think my grandma was in a cult.
Grandmas don't join cults. Shut down! Just kidding. Continue. I am captivated.
Well, she was getting her doctorate in, I think, psych at the University of Michigan in the 60s, see? And she joined this group, I guess, called the Karma Imperative or something.
The Karma Imperative. Okay, now that sounds like a cult.
Yeah, and, well, she told my mom about how she was going with the Karma Imperative to some place in the South Pacific.
Island, continent, cruise ship. What are we talking about here? Come on, give me some.
She just said it was, I think, the flame or the fire.
Moving on. Come on.
Well, they never heard from her after that. Was like early 70s when she went. Nobody at the university heard about the Karma Imperative. And, well, they had like a funeral for her and everything.
Oh, that is a tragedy. A human, real-life tragedy. It makes me sick, Anthony. Sick! These repugnant, selfish, clannish, crony-ish, mystical, brainwashing pieces of dung that take away our loved ones. Conspiracy Spies, you heard it. Anthony from Petoskey has lost his grandmother to the Karma Imperative. You know what to do. You know who you are. I need the dirt on Karma so we can find Tony's granny and shut down the man. Get your dialing fingers ready, Conspiracy Spies. It's time for the first installment of our brand new spanking series, Where's Alvar? Now, if you've been following the work of our dream girl, whistleblowing investigative whippersnapper Rachel Blake, who may or may not be the hacker Persephone, who in true Conspiracy Spy fashion literally shut down the Hanso Foundation website, then you know she's having a little bit of a problem. See, she's hitting a lot of dead ends. Most of them circulating around the fact that she can't seem to locate the man with all the answers, the ringleader himself, Alvar Hanso. Tanya, where do you think Alvar Hanso is?
Standing right behind you.
What? Whoa! Right. Almost gave me a heart attack, Tanya. See, I got one of those actual-size cardboard cutouts of Hanso standing right back there in the corner. Printed it from that Narvik photo, and Tanya knows I have a bad memory. Anyway, back to topic. I wanted to help Rachel find Hanso. So I thought to myself, you've got a worldwide network of eager conspiracy spies, and most of them have two very curious eyes. So I've decided to put those eyeballs to use, conspiracy spies. Have you seen Alvar Hanso? Have you had a run-in with the man himself? Then give us a call. First caller, Brad from Michiana.
Michiana.
Yeah, whatever. Where the hell is Michiana?
Southwest Michigan, Northwest Indiana. We're sparsely populated.
And I can see why. Bradley, where's Alvar?
Okay, I'm pretty sure I saw him at a Mr. Cluck's. He was eating a family bucket, like, all by himself.
Breasts or legs and thighs?
I think it was legs and thighs.
Shut down! Billionaires do not eat legs and thighs. It's a fact. Look it up. Andrew from the San Fernando Valley. Like, totally, Andrew. Where's Alvar?
Dan, I was visiting a friend at the Santa Rosa Hospital for the Mentally Ill, and I could swear I saw a guy that looked just like Hanso talking with the doctors.
Intriguing. We know these guys are into the mentally ill. When was this, Andrew?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Shut down! Useful information only, people. Come on. Lindsay from NYC, you're on, baby.
Hey, Dan, I was doing a photo shoot of a soccer stadium in L.A., and I swear, Hanso was running a Tour de Stade.
And what in the holy heck fires the Tour de Stade, Lindsay?
Where you run up and down on the stairs in a stadium.
Shut down! Recent estimates put Hanso at somewhere near 112 years old. I don't care what kind of life extension drugs they're pumping into the old boy. Hey, I couldn't run a Tour de Stade when I was 20, okay?
I think that might be more of an individual problem, DJ Dan.
Tanya, don't make me come into the producer's booth.
Ha, if we had a producer's booth.
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Steve from Florida, where's Alvar?
Hey, DJ Dan, you're awesome.
Well, I know that. Where's Alvar?
I know for a fact he was taking applications at an Army recruiting office in Tallahassee.
Shut down! Everybody knows there ain't nothing but strip clubs and waffle joints in Tallahassee. And Hanso doesn't strike me as a desperate man. Tony from San Fran, where's Alvar?
I'm pretty sure I saw him in a hot air balloon.
Okay, that's a billionaire sport. Tell me, Tony, where were you at the time?
In a hot air balloon.
Shut down! Speaking of hot air, okay, lightning round. Just name the location. Nat from Raleigh, go!
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
American or Canadian side?
Canadian?
Shut down! Kevin from Des Moines, where's Alvar?
I'm pretty sure I saw him at a diner last night, a few miles from here.
Populated or unpopulated road?
Unpopulated.
Tanya, take down the info. Don from Athens, Georgia or Greece?
Greece?
by way of Georgia.
Okay, now I'm really confused. Where's Alvar?
Well, I heard from a friend he went to a faith healer at Ayers Rock in Australia.
On the fence with that. Don't know. Gonna have to go with Shutdown. Hanso is the man, and the man ain't vibing with the faith healers. Okay, last call before the break. Nikolai from Philly. Where's Alvar?
Hi, DJ Dan. I'm a frequent traveler, and more than once in the VIP lounge of Oceanic Air, I've seen old European gentlemen, absolutely fitting Hanso's description, always with drink in hand.
And this alleged drink of yours, what was it?
Looked like he drinks Manhattan.
Shutdown! Now, if you'd have said mineral water, I would have bit. Well, folks, our journey today was most likely fruitless, but keep those peepers peeled. And tune in 2 weeks from now for another edition of Where's... Whoa! Tanya, help me get her to this cardboard cutout. Come on, let's get it out of here. It's freaking me out. Shutting down the man, folks. I'm DJ Dan, and this is my partner Tanya right in here with me. And many of you may have been wondering where I've been, folks. Why did the podcast just dry out one day? Why did I leave you all alone picking up the pieces? Well, people, turns out, after my little live chat with the conspiracy spy formerly known as Persephone, my sworn nemesis...
Persephone.
No, let's try that again, folks. My sworn nemesis...
The Hanso Foundation.
brought down their pastel-colored hammer of oppression on me and Tanya. So we've been away a while, gathering strength, getting into adventures, walking the earth like Cain in Kung Fu. But we're back, folks, taking your calls at 800-942-4704. You call me, you ask, I answer. But you know, Tanya, you know what I can't stand?
An empty can of aerosol cheese?
Oh, so that was you, huh?
Dan, this gig isn't exactly what you called catered.
Tanya, I feel that I feed you the satisfaction of a job well done. Is that not enough?
Ask the can of cheese.
Oh, Tanya, I repeat, do you know what I can't stand?
I know you're going to tell me.
Tanya, what I can't stand is reading, watching, breathing more news than ever, but getting less from it than ever. And do you know why? Do you?
DJ Dan,
do you know why?
isn't there an entire show
Tanya,
kind of
do you know,
devoted to this
because of the
topic?
man, Tanya.
Actually, two
okay,
shows now.
Tanya,
Back
because
to
of the
back.
man. It's time for a new segment, folks. A new segment that I like to call...
Conspiracies in the News.
That's right. Conspiracies in the news. Tanya, hit me with the first headline, will you?
Video shows adults using kids to steal.
From the Associated Press, a woman turned herself to police yesterday after a store surveillance video captured footage of two small children sneaking behind display cases to steal thousands of dollars in jewelry. Apparently are instructions from their mother and granddaughter. Folks, this is a conspiracy, okay? Why control the kids? Why control the adults when you can control the whole family? We're talking about orbital mind control lasers here. Conspiracy in the news. These are parents. They're not using their kids. The government is using the kids. Tanya, shoot me with another headline, will you?
Robot shopping carts follow you around.
From the Associated Press, folks. It looks almost like any other shopping cart, except sensors allow it to follow the shopper around the supermarket and slow down when needed so items can be placed in it, and it never crashes into anyone's heels. Folks, I got a warning for you here, okay? The story you're being told here is not... It basically means we're officially one step closer to...
Singularity.
The singularity, folks. The moment when all machine consciousness on the face of the earth becomes one and takes over. The people who invent these robot shopping carts ever watch Battlestar Galactica? We get these shopping carts, folks. You better start figuring out how to pilot a Viper. That's all I got to say to you, folks. Tanya, shoot me with another conspiracy story, will you?
You know anybody who needs an anti-stupid pill?
From Reuters, a German scientist has been testing an anti-stupidity. Folks, this is a scam. An anti-stupidity pill. Come on. Anyone stupid enough to take an anti-stupid pill is obviously beyond the point of help. The man is just trying to make its job of tagging the expendable people even easier. You take the anti-stupidity, folks, pill, folks, you might as well draw a bullseye around your forehead, all right? Tanya, shoot me with the last headline here.
Designer creates floating bed.
A designer creates a floating bed. From Reuters, a young Dutch architect has created a floating bed which hovers above the ground through magnetic force and comes with a price tag of 1.2 million euros. Johnny, how many dollars is that?
$1.45 million.
Folks, come on. This is a conspiracy. This is just the first step towards space-efficient, involuntary human electromagnetic body farming. Haven't you people seen The Matrix? I have. You'll float your way right into a system of bioelectric human batteries, folks. Let's get another headline, Tanya. I'm on a roll here. I want another headline.
Ooh. Okay. Cypriots out searching for phantom monkey beggar.
Is it a mysterious ape, someone's lost pet monkey, or the product of overactive imaginations? Folks, come on. This is a hoax. It's really the chupacabra. Everybody knows this, right?
The what?
Chupacabra.
Let's have Johnny tell you, Tanya.
El Chupacabra.
El Chupacabra, folks.
The chupacabra. We're talking about the Puerto Rican vampire monster, okay? Actually, the chupacabra has been spotted in Argentina, Bolivia, all over Central America. But let me tell you about the chupacabra. Everybody knows that the island of Manito, which is less than 5 miles off the coast of Puerto Rico, between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, is actually host to a NASA facility. And the chupacabra may just be an alien escaped from that facility. Folks, you heard it here first. Tanya, let's hear the next question, will you? Let's hear the next headline. Can you give that to me?
Bush takes 3 history books on vacation.
Associated Press, Crawford, Texas. President Bush's vacation is shorter this year, and so is... Folks, everybody knows that when the president goes to his ranch in Crawford, Texas, he's not there to unplug. He's there to plug in, folks. He is recharging, all right? How do I know this? All right. Presidential debates a couple of years ago. Mysterious box in the back of President Bush, in the back of President Bush's jacket. Folks, there's a device inside of Vice President Cheney's ribcage, ladies and gentlemen. I see a remote control receiver and a remote control emitter. Folks, you heard it here first. You know, why can't these reporters, these journalists, rise to the challenge of the day and report the real story? Why can't they stamp out their fear and stand up to their giganto global corporate bosses? Ever hear of the great man theory, Tanya?
Yep.
Yeah, know where I'm going with this?
How could I ever?
Well, for those of you who don't know conspiracy spies, the great man theory basically looks at history, plotted around the actions and lives of great men and women. You know what I'm talking about. Without Orville Redenbacher, microwave popcorn just does not exist. Without Lyndon Johnson making a deal with the Roswell aliens, we don't get Velcro. Great men, people. Now, mind you, when I say great, I don't always mean good conspiracy spies. Greatness comes in all shapes and forms. Greatness can be evil. Stalin, Saddam, Mr. Burns, Hitler. Hey, without Adolf Hitler, World War II does not happen, at least not the way it did. But then again, without Churchill and Roosevelt, Einstein, Oppenheimer, that very same war does not go our way. The fascists win, and I'm stuck wearing jackboots. And folks, TJ Dan does not look good in jackboots.
Amazing how you always bring it back to you, DJ
Yeah,
Dan.
it's a talent. Back to today. Where are the heroes, people? Where's today's Rosa Parks? And by the barnacle beer of Poseidon, what kills me, what keeps me hopped up on fizz, sugar, and powdered donuts, banging my head against the wall, is that I even have to ask the question, why? Why in this age of instant information, of real-time video of genocide and injustice, why in this age of irrefutable evidence of the alien conspiracy taking place in the highest levels of world government do we even need these heroes? Why aren't we, the masses, getting it done? Why aren't we shutting it down? Do we honestly believe that by the mere inertia of our frustration we're going to get anything to change? Come on, people. Look at Al Gore. Look at Al Gore. Loses the presidency in 2000. Big loser. Or as Johnny likes to say...
Big loser.
That's right, Johnny. But then something happens. He takes that anger, the frustration, stirs it with love he has for his country and the planet, and he does something. Al Gore devotes himself to save the Earth from global warming. And even though he's completely missed out on the Zepton 6 collection, folks, boy might actually do it. Yeah, I do it with the show. I take all the nasty, the bad, the awful, I throw in a little DJ Dan humor in it, spin it around, look it in the eye, and feed it to you, conspiracy spies, so you can do something about it. I turn the problem into the solution. Hell, I even have some fun along the way. Ain't that right, Tanya?
Still waiting for that day.
Oh, Tanya, will you marry me? Now, critics out there like to dispute the great man theory. They say it's all small events piled up, waves upon waves, creating a tide of change. You know that whole butterfly flaps its wings and there goes New Orleans' point of view? But I say we need our great men and great women. Without them, things don't happen. Things like Watergate. I'll say it once. Nixon does not resign if not for Woodward and Bernstein. It's a fact. And that's what I see when I read the news. I see the wrong story being told. But I'm here to tell you right now. I'm here to tell you about our very own Woody and Bernie versus Tricky Dick matchup that's happening right now, and nobody's talking about it. I'm talking, of course, and oh, Lord, I feel the spirits.
Oh, boy.
Tanya feels them, too. Don't fight it, Tanya.
No,
Testify.
I don't.
Tanya, whatever you do, don't. Tanya knows what I'm talking about. I'm
great.
talking about an organization that thinks it's both above moral and international law. I'm talking about a group of people that refuse to tell one straight truth, not even one so simple. Who's running the damn place? Is it Alvar Hanso? Is it Middlewerk? Is it Bugs Bunny? Who? We don't know. But I think, conspiracy spies, that you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about pure evil and delicious Apollo candy coating. You do know, and if you don't, you should know. I'm talking about my sworn nemesis.
The Hanso Foundation.
And folks, I'm talking about the one person who's truly stood up to these creeps. The one whose pretty neck is not only on the line, but over the line. I'm talking about Rachel Blake, conspiracy spies. She shut down their website. She exposed their crimes. She followed them, risked her life, chased them to Sri Lanka to film whatever the hell is going on with their so-called spider protocol, and she's shown it all to us with no regard for her own personal safety. Hey, she is a hero. But hey, I, like you, have a lot of questions. That's what this show is about, unanswered questions. I want to know what you think about Rachel and everything else. Do we need her? What's her personal agenda? Is Persephone her bad twin? Or her real alias? Just who the heck is this girl? Does it matter? Has she not galvanized us? Is she not a great woman? You know what, Tanya? I think that Rachel Blake needs to be Conspiracy Spy of the Year!
All right.
There you go, folks. Conspiracy Spy of the Year. Thank you. Woo!
Done.
Everybody, come on. Johnny, can you give it to me?
conspiracy of the year.
Well, folks, I think Johnny's been hitting the Red Bull a little hard tonight. But you know what, folks? Right now, you know, I could just go on about unanswered questions. I could go on ranting. Hell, I could even play you a song about the man. But you know what we're going to do, folks? You know what? I'm going to take the first of your calls right now. I wasn't supposed to do this until like 5 minutes from now, but we're getting swamped. We're getting calls all over the place at 800-942-4704. And the lovely Tanya is picking out callers. Tanya, who do we have?
Line number 9, Christopher from New York.
Christopher from New York. Chris, you're on live with DJ Dan.
Hey, DJ Dan. I just wanted to ask the question. Do you know anything about the Valenzetti equation or the Dharma Initiative?
The Valen, of course I know about the Valenzetti equation, folks. Of course I know about the Valenzetti equation. The Valenzetti equation, as we all know, those of us who've been tracking the movements of Rachel Blake, is the equation that is supposed to predict the end of the world. It was designed by Italian mathematician Enzo Valenzetti, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to know about it? I mean, what is your theory about the Valenzetti equation?
Well, it predicts, of course everyone knows it predicts the exact years and months, but I was wondering when? Do you know when?
Oh, you mean when? Well, you mean like you think DJ Dan here is running the Valenzetti equation? Like I've got a bunch of trained monkeys in a room with a bunch of calculators running this equation, telling me the end of the world? Do you think I'd be here? Do you think I'd be ranting here about donuts, about Berlin, about God knows what if I knew when the world was ending? Of course I wouldn't. I don't think anybody knows, Chris. And by the way, as for the Dharma Initiative, well, you know what? I once mistook the Dharma Initiative for the Karma Imperative, but Tanya set me right. It turns out the Karma Imperative is actually the band that Keith Strutter was in before he was in Geronimo Jackson. So, folks, that's all I got to say about that. Chris, thank you very much for your question. We're gonna take another caller. 'Cause I'm lit. I'm ready. Give me another caller, Tanya.
Line 5 from Amwalk in Seattle.
Yeah. Hi, Amwalk in Seattle. What is your name?
My name's Ben Murphy.
Vin Murphy. Vin, do you have a question for DJ Dan? Do you have an observation? Do you know where Alvar Hanso is?
Dan, yes, DJ Dan. I'd like to know if you have any connections with Alvar Hanso or Rachel Blake.
Oh, I've got a connection with Alvar Hanso, all right. He's only the head of the corporation that I call my sworn nemesis.
The Hanso Foundation.
That's my connection to Alvar Hanso. I hate his guts. All right. Rachel Blake, I'll tell you about Rachel Blake. She's lovely, she's delightful, she's spunky. She knows a thing or two about computers, folks. She called my show I'm in Love. That's my connection to You know what? I got even more connections to Rachel Blake. I'll tell you what I know about Rachel Blake. Rachel Blake has actually contacted me through very surreptitious channels and given me a hint about the location of something we like to call a glyph, or as Johnny likes to call it,
Super glyph.
That's right. I know where the next glyph is, folks. Well, maybe not the next one, but I know where a glyph is going to be sometime in the next week. And if you stay tuned to DJ Dan, I am going to tell you exactly where that glyph... Well, I'm going to give you hints because, you know, nothing here comes for free, of course. So, folks, you got to stay tuned. You got to keep your calls coming in. 800-942-4704. And you know what? I think we got time for one more caller before we go to song. What do you think, Tanya?
Great.
Excellent.
On line 7, we've got Matt from Fremont, California.
Matt from Fremont, California. Matty, you're on live with DJ Dan.
Hey, DJ Dan. I just had a quick question for you.
Well, then you'd better give it to me quickly.
Well, there's a rumor going around the internet that you're actually Peter Thompson of the Hanso Foundation.
But folks, you know what? Let me Matt, I got to tell you something, okay?
Okay.
That question will be addressed in the show, just not right now. But I have a whole segment about that because I feel that I need to talk about that. The idea that I could be connected to the Hanso Foundation, folks, it's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. I'm shutting down the man. You know what? Matt, can I ask you something politely?
Okay, sure.
Would you mind if I shut you down?
Well,
Shut down!
Well, Rachel
Shut down! Well, folks, we're a little bit slow on the trigger here on DJ Dan, but I promise you that by the time we careen into our third hour, you'll be hearing those sound effects like that! There we go!
Shut down.
Folks, we're going to go to a song, one of my favorite songs about the man, and we'll be back with more of your calls and more of our segments. Coming right up. I'm back. I'm taking your calls. 1-800-942-4704. Folks, in our last segment, I said a little something about a woman that I like to call Rachel Blake, or Persephone, perhaps. Folks, I love her. She loves you. That's why she's fighting out there for us, for you, for me. And there's something that we want to talk about here that has to do with Rachel Blake, and that is glyphs, or as Johnny likes to call them,
megaglyphs.
Glyphs, folks. You're looking for them. I'm looking for them. Tanya, are you looking for glyphs?
Hell yeah.
All right, that's what I'm talking. I'm looking for my mother's. Johnny, you looking for glyphs?
Sniffing out the glyph.
That's right, folks. Well, you know what? I happen to know where one of the next glyphs is going to show up. There's a bunch of them, and I know where one of them is going to come. But I can't just hand it to you, folks, because that would be contrary to the whole spirit of conspiracy. It'd be contrary to the spirit of DJ Dan. Nothing comes for free. Well, actually, my lovely mellifluous voice comes to you for free from the internet right through
Radio Harvest, your internet radio.
That's right, folks. So you want to know where this glyph is going to show up? Well, folks, it ain't going to be on internet, if you know what I'm talking about, folks. It's going to be somewhere live, somewhere physical. It's going to be in a physical space. You want to know what that space is? I'll tell you right now. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to give you a hint. It's going to appear on Monday. It's going to appear on Monday, and it's going to be prominently on display somewhere in a major American city. Ooh, that's mysterious.
America.
That's right. If you're in the UK, you're listening to us from Australia.
The Heartland.
That's right. No, it's not in the Heartland. It's a major American city.
Oh.
That's right, Tanya.
Metropolis.
That's right. You got to listen to me, DJ Dan, for once for a change, folks. All right, but you know what, folks? Now
Maybe
you got.
if you pay me.
Well, you know what? I pay you with the satisfaction of a job well done. I pay you with the knowledge that you work alongside a great man, folks. I'm tired of tooting my own horn. I think we need to talk to someone from out there, from the world, or something I like to call.
You ask, he answers.
I ask. No, you ask. I might ask. I might ask you something. Do we have a caller, Tanya?
Line 2, Peter from England.
Peter from England. Peter!
Hi, Dan.
Yes, it is Dan. This is Peter.
Oh, yes, it's Peter.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sorry, go on.
No, you go on, please.
Dan?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello?
Yes, Peter, it's DJ Dan. I'm here for you. Come on, let's hear it.
Not
I was
America.
wondering if you had an opinion on where Rachel's mum is, and if she's still alive.
Rachel's mother. You know, it's interesting because I've been getting a lot of questions about Rachel Blake's mother. Is she still alive? You know what? The fact is, there is no information out there about Rachel. I mean, what do you think about Rachel's mother? Do you think she's still
Can
alive?
anybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I'm hearing you right now. Peter, are you there? Folks, we seem to be...
Can you hear
Rachel's
me?
mum's still alive.
Well, you know what? So we got to talk about whether or not Rachel's mom is alive. But Peter, I want to know what your opinion is on Rachel's mom. Do you think she's alive? Folks, we're losing the signal, folks. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm going to have to shut you down. Shut down! Let's talk about Rachel's mom, folks. I don't know where Rachel's mom is. I don't know that Rachel knows where Rachel's mom is. She's a mystery character. She's shrouded in secrecy. But then again, so is Rachel's father. Huh? That's all I'm saying. Listen, Rachel, I am your father. That's right, folks. You know what? I'm feeling frisky. Let's take another call. Tanya, who do you got for me?
Line 5, Tyler in Ohio.
Tyler in Ohio. Tyler, you alive with DJ Dan?
Tyler?
Tyler, are you there? Hey, how you doing?
What do you really know about the Hansel Foundation?
What do I really know about the Hansel Foundation?
Give it up. We know you know something.
Oh, I know all sorts of things about the Hansel Foundation. You know, if I could do an hour, I could do 2 hours, I could do 3 hours about the Hansel Foundation, okay? I mean, let's just talk about torture and the Hansel Foundation, okay? I mean, look, they torture monkeys, okay? They have an orangutan in captivity. They torture autistic savants at the Hansel Foundation, all right? They torture everyone. Hey, they torture me with their damn commercials. That's what I'm talking about. You think I like watching that pompous blowhard Thomas Mittelwerk pontificating on television about spirited debate? Folks, the guy squashes spirited debate. I've seen it. He was squashing it outside my door the other day, folks. That's what I'm talking about. What else do I know about the Hansel Foundation? You stay tuned, because I'll tell you what I know about the Hansel Foundation. I'm sorry?
Dan.
Yeah, you know what? I'm having a little communication issue here. Kenny, I think we're going to shut this call down. Shut down! All right, you know what, folks? I think now that we've taken a couple of calls, and I'm sorry that I'm shutting so many of you down. It's not because I don't love you. It's because you exasperate me. Folks, talking about things that exasperate me, you know, if there is one thing that exasperates me, and I think that's the topic of our next segment here. It is...
Dangerous substance of the day.
Folks, we talk about dangerous substances here all the time, and most of the dangerous substances that I talk to you about are engineered by the man. That's right, I'm talking about benzene. I'm talking about polyditetrahexammonooctazine. I'm talking about polydichloric ethanol. But folks, what is our dangerous substance of the day? Our dangerous substance for today is parsley. Freaking parsley, folks. It's everywhere. It does nothing. It apparently grows in abundance. It smells funny. And I get the distinct feeling it's a lot smarter than it looks, folks. How did this innocuous-looking little green thing wind up in every one of your meals, folks? It's everywhere. It's in your meal. It's in your breakfast. It's in your lunch. It's in your dinner.
Dan?
Yeah, Tanya?
It actually does do something.
What does it do?
It freshens your breath.
No. That is a lie. That is a lie spread by the man. Folks, I bet if you look it up, you'll find that there's some white Anglo-Saxon Protestant mesomorph out there who owns a massive parsley plantation. That's what I'm talking about.
Dan.
Tanya, don't eat the parsley.
I have a feeling if it were on a donut, you would eat it.
Well, Tanya, I mean, okay, this just ticks me off to no end, Tanya. You know what? How could you put donuts and parsley together like that? Donuts are the most benign, beautiful, wonderful, glorious substance in the earth, and you're talking about, the fact is donuts...
But wait, you would eat it, wouldn't you?
Donuts have been around for over 5,000 years, Tanya. It's in the Bible, okay? There are donuts in the Old Testament. That's what I'm saying here. I mean, they were suppressed by the man, obviously. They're in the back. Anyway, the point being, The point being that in over 5,000 years of donut history, there has never been such a thing as a parsley donut, and there never will be. Folks, I'm tired of this talk about donuts. I want to go to some calls, or, as Johnny likes to call it,
You ask, Dan answers.
you ask and I answer. Okay, who do we have, Tanya?
Line 5, Rara Samina from Anchaz, Alabama.
Oh my God! Well, we got to talk to
Did
this
I say
person.
that correctly, Rara?
I don't know. Let's get her on the line. Hi, you're on live with DJ Dan. Line 5, Rara Samina from Alabama. Are you there?
I'm from Anchorage, Alaska.
Anchorage, Alaska. How did we get Alabama out of that? Okay, I'm firing our screeners, each and every one of them. Okay, now how do we pronounce your name, please?
It's Rara Samina.
Rara Samina. That is a lovely, lovely name. So tell me, it's not as lovely as Daniel Lipinski, though, but, we'll take what we can get. Okay, so what is your question?
Actually, I was wondering what you thought about the video fragment we got yesterday with the guy who was supposedly Alvar Hanso.
Now, wait a minute. Here's what I want to know. I want to know, how do you know that guy is Alvar Hanso? What's making you think that guy is Alvar Hanso?
Personally, I do not think he is, but a lot of people on the internet are saying he is.
All right, now, why do you not think he's... And you see, my feeling is that he's probably some progenitor of the de Groots. That's my personal theory. Why do you think he's not Alvar Hanso?
I don't think he is, just because of the picture we previously got of him from the UN Council from 1967.
Yeah, a bit of a Dirk Squarejaw in that picture, wasn't he?
Right.
And the guy in the video, he looks kind of soft, kind of soft around the chin, doesn't he?
A little bit.
Okay, is that your sole basis of your theory?
Partly, and I just don't think Alvar would be on the orientation video himself.
Why do you think Alvar wouldn't do that for himself? That's very interesting.
I just think he's too secretive to come out in the open like that.
Well, that raises a very interesting question. Do you think Alvar is secretive, or do you think that maybe someone is hiding him?
Actually, it could be either way.
Either way.
Honest, I mean, I really don't know.
I see. You know what, Rara? Can I do something right now?
Sure.
Would you mind if I shut you down?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Shut down! You're a great sport, Rara. Thank you so much. Okay, folks, I want to take one more call. Let's take another call. Who do we have here?
Line 2. We have Kipper from New Zealand.
Kipper from New Zealand on line 2. Kipper, you're on with DJ Dan.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, man. Hey, this is also, I'm also known as Gate Kipper on the net. I wrote the song for Rachel.
You wrote a song for Rachel? Can you hum a couple of bars of that for me?
Oh man, forgot how it goes.
You forgot how your song...
You wrote the song and you forgot how it goes.
Dude, I'm nervous, man.
Wow,
that is New Zealand and this is America.
that is an affair to remember with you and Rachel, huh? But Kipper, so you wrote a song. Clearly, you're pro Rachel. You like the Rachel Blake, right?
Totally, man, totally.
So what's your question? Let's hear. What do you got for me today?
Well, you know how you're sort of connected with Rachel and all that? And,
I'm not nearly as connected as I'd like to be, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. Well, us brothers got to stick together and all that. So I was wondering if you could give me a number.
Dude, if I had Rachel's number, do you think I'd give it to you? No, that's right. Rachel. I don't know that Rachel has a number, man. Rachel is underground, my friend. She is underground. She's incommunicado. You know what? Rachel Blake right now. I don't think anybody can find her. I think if she had a number, it would be right in the hands of my arch nemesis.
Hanso Foundation.
And I think that's why she does not have a number. Thank you so much for your call, Kipper. I really appreciate it.
Sweet ass, man.
All right, folks. You know what? So that's you ask, I answer, and you know what? I'd like to go to a little something I like to call
DJ Dan's mailbag.
Because I have a bag. It's a brand new bag, and it carries mail. Folks, I've been getting emails all week since we posted our covert email number. And Tanya, you got some questions for me from people from online. What you got?
Let's see. From Joseph.
Uh-huh.
He says, in the grand scheme of all things conspiracy, how many people are at the top of the food chain? I mean, are we battling a handful of crotchety leftovers from the Cold War era, or are we pitted against an army? An army of misinformers and miscreants.
Oh, dear Lord, what did you write, War and Peace? Who is this, Marcel Proust? There's more.
To put it in real-world terms, I know I should be vigilant when going to the bank or the DMV, but should I also keep up my guard at the dry cleaners and the liquor store? Wrangling the man can be tiring work. Just wanted to know if there is ever a break.
Let's take a break right now from fighting the man, shall we? Who is this? Is this Marcel Proust writing this freaking email? I mean, good Lord, I had a birthday while you were reading that, okay? Let me tell you something. There is never a break from fighting the man. The man, he's got more? He's got more? No!
A bonus question.
Oh, dear Lord.
Should we
Okay,
read
well,
that
no,
one?
I'd like to answer the first one, if you please. You know what, folks? There's never a break from fighting a man. Talk to Rachel Blake. She's out there. She's on the ground. She's got no phone number, Kipper. You hear me? No phone number. You know why? Because she's out fighting the man. It's not just the man. It's the man in the shape of my arch nemesis,
the Hansel Foundation.
Folks, that's all the time I got for DJ Dan's Mailbag. We'll do a little bit more of that in a second. But first, you know what? Before we go back to taking calls, before we go back to another song about the man, I'd like to address something. And that something I'd like to address is...
Top 5 misconceptions about DJ Dan.
Folks, top 5. There are many misconceptions. These are the top ones. Let's start from the bottom.
At number 5.
DJ Dan is not Peter Thompson. Fenris, you are wrong!
Number 4.
DJ Dan is not an employee of the Hansel Foundation, which is why I'm not Peter Thompson. How could I be Peter Thompson if I were an employee of the Hansel Foundation, which I'm not? Okay, folks, let's get to another one.
At number 3.
DJ Dan is not the other DJ Dan, folks. DJ Dan is a techno DJ. His name's Daniel Werrick. He's world-renowned. He's worked with some of the best in the business, including New Order and Depeche Mode. Tanya, you like Depeche Mode?
Love him, just some.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Martin Gore's voice makes me go all dreamy. Folks, there is a real DJ Dan out there. Respect him, love him, buy his stuff. He's fantastic.
Number 2.
DJ Dan is not Speaker. Folks, Speaker, that guy looks like Subcomandante Marcos from Chiapas. Have you seen his picture? Good Lord! I am out there. You can see my receding hairline in my pictures. That is right, folks. And now...
And the number 1 misconception about DJ Dan.
DJ Dan is not Javier Grillo Marxuch, okay? I don't know who that guy is, okay? Some writer-producer from that insidious, awful television show Lost, who is out there apparently looking a lot like me in photos, folks. I am not that man, okay? First of all, he said that I have a reedy voice. Folks, this mellifluous golden baritone is reedy? What is he talking about? And I want to talk to you about that TV show Lost, okay? First of all, I don't know what kind of people take money, folks, from my sworn nemesis,
the Hansel Foundation.
But I don't understand how they can take money from the Hansel Foundation with their commercials on the air and do this massive narrative, fictional narrative about how great the Hansel Foundation is, building hatches and islands and stuff like that. Folks, that guy, Javier Grillo Marxuch, wrote for that show. Those guys are insidious. They're awful. They disgust me like they disgust Rachel Blake. You know what? I was at Comic-Con. I saw Rachel Blake, and those guys had the gall, the temerity, the gut, the huevos to pull out the Opus Dei argument. Opus Dei? All right, now, look, we all agree that the Da Vinci Code might be one of the most accurately researched books in the history of publishing. I'm not going to deny that. However, you know, it's one thing for Dan Brown to tell the truth about Opus Dei. It's quite another for these guys, these monkeys who write and produce Lost, to go out there and say that because Dan Brown used Opus Dei in his book, it's okay for them to use my sworn nemesis,
the Hansel Foundation.
Folks, it is evil. You do not take blood money from the man. They take blood money from the man. I am not Javier Grillo Marxuch. I'm telling you that right now. All right, folks, we got time for one more call before we go to a break. Who do we have here, Tanya?
Line 15.
Line? Do we have 15 lines? Holy mackerel.
Apparently we do.
And
Too many lines.
And who's on line 15?
Alex from New York City.
Alex from New York City. Alex, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, DJ.
Okay, do you got a question for me, Alex? Because my time is running out!
All right, well, what do you think, why is Rachel Blake doing all this? Why do you think she's trying to expose the Hansel Foundation? Apart from their being evil, what personal reasons do you think?
Do you think it takes any reason other than just the mere presence of evil to be galvanized like that? Did you not hear anything I said about the great man theory?
I've been listening, but, you know, there's got to be some personal claim.
Oh, you think it's personal? Why do you think it's personal, Alex? Let's hear your theory, you know?
Well, you saw the thing at Comic-Con, right?
Absolutely. I was there in the audience. I had a copy of The Middleman. It's a great book. So, tell me.
Yeah. Did you notice that she said that she's living proof of Alvar Hanso?
That she is living proof? I think she's living proof that all of the things that are in that fictional narrative of Lost are actually real, and that it's all going on in our world as we speak, and that those people are taking blood money. I don't know that that meant anything other than that. But look, if I knew that one of the top-rated shows on television was advocating the cause of my sworn nemesis, I'd be up at Comic-Con talking back to those guys as well. I don't know that that means that she's got any kind of connection to it. I just think that she was there because she's galvanized against evil the way that... Do you agree?
Yeah, well, yeah, but there's got to be something. She mentioned her mother. She mentioned a Whitmore severance package. Everyone knows that Whitmore and Hanso, there's something on between them. It all works on...
Well, look, everybody knows that Whitmore and Hanso are connected. I mean, we also know that Whitmore, Hanso, and Paik are connected. I mean, we've all read that incredible nonfiction book, Bad Twin, haven't we?
Yeah.
All right. So then I think we all know that there really are connections between all of those things. It's evil, it's terrible. I'm not so sure about Rachel. Look, all I know about Rachel Blake is that I love her deeply. And folks, with that in mind, I'm going to say thank you for your call, and we're going to go to another song about the man. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with more of your calls. 800-942-4704. Folks, I'm shutting it down. You know what, folks? I love my Jeep Compass. That's right. I drive it. I drive it away from the man! Folks, Conspiracy Spice, we've all been there. Hard day at work, kids crying in the backseat, the store's out of bear claws, and that thunderstorm just threatening to ruin your family's weekend picnic to Devil's Tower. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah, you've got a throbber, a headache that just will not quit. And then you notice, not only is your head pounding, but you can't get any darn reception on your radio tuner. Yeah, that's right. Well, Conspiracy Spice, that means it's time to ask yourself,
headache or bug planted in your skull?
Is it just a headache, or do I have a bug planted in my head? Folks, I'm not going to lie to you. It can be tough to tell. The man is sneaky, and he always wants to listen to your words and thoughts. But here are some guidelines that may help you through this all-too-common crisis. Number 1, when you take an ibuprofen, does the headache go away? If so, it might just be a headache. Yeah, how about that? I like that. Guideline number 2, when you hold a magnet to your head, do you feel something moving around? Does the pain shoot toward the magnet? Is the magnet not stuck to your face? If so, it might just be a bug, or as Johnny calls it,
a bug in your skull.
Guideline number 3, if it is a bug, do this little trick. Whack yourself in the head with a tuning fork. It may not knock the thing out, but it will give you eavesdroppers a mighty good ring in the ears. And folks, I like that. Tuning fork equals love. Guideline number 4, when you walk by men in black suits standing by black SUVs with black sunglasses and communications jack in their ears, do they sort of kind of follow you around? Do they look at each other and giggle? If so, you might just have
a tick in your noggin.
Johnny, I love you. Guideline number 5, around the same time you got the headache, did you also find a Halliburton case containing a recorded message from yourself telling you to get your ass to Mars and instructing you to put some horrible, painful device up your schnoz to remove the bug planted in your head? If so, you might just have
a flea in the cerebellum.
Folks, thank you, Johnny. And now, you know what? It's time for another edition of
You Ask, Dan Answers.
That's right. I'm taking your calls at 800-942-4704. Who do we have on the line, Tanya?
Line 8 from Andrew in Los Angeles.
Andrew in Los Angeles, you're on the air with DJ Dan.
Hi, DJ Dan. Long-time listener, first-time caller in.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much, Andrew.
Oh, sure. I had a question. I was over at Comic-Con a month ago, and Carlton Q...
Now, hang on a second. You were at Comic-Con? You were at Comic-Con?
Yes, I was at Comic-Con.
Well, what books did you pick up?
I didn't actually get the glyphs. I took pictures, but I didn't get them.
Glyphs? No. I'm talking about books, comic books. You were there for the comic books, weren't you? Now, don't tell me...
No, I went to find out more from Rachel Blake.
Oh, excellent. Okay, then give me your question. What do you have to say?
All right, well, Carlton Hughes talked about the Global Makeup Consortium by Maybelline, and I wanted to know if you knew more about that.
The Global Makeup Conversion by Maybelline?
Who?
Yes.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Folks, I'm shutting this call down. Shut down! DJ Dan, don't talk about makeup. I'm a man's man. And if a man talks about makeup, he ain't a man.
Testosterone.
That's right, here at DJ Dan. I want another call. I don't want to talk about makeup, okay? I got nothing going with makeup. All right, Tanya, who do we have on the line?
Line 2, Ronti from Ohio.
Ronti from Ohio on line 2. Ronti, are you on the line?
Hello?
Hey, this is DJ Dan.
Hey, Dan.
So what do you got for me?
I received something in the mail today. Well, let me back up because I don't want to give out too much information.
Yeah, I don't think you should. It's sounding pretty creepy right here, my friend.
I'm really freaked out. A couple days ago, I saw this TV. I was watching Jimmy Kimmel on ABC, and it was a commercial for this candy, this Apollo thing.
Yeah. Come on. Speed it up. Come on.
I got a box of Apollo bars today.
Shut down! Folks, the Apollo bars, come on. This is the private chocolatier of my sworn nemesis.
Hanso Foundation.
That's right, the man... Thank you, Johnny. Folks, the man is greedy, the man is evil. The man doesn't want you to have the good chocolate. That's right. M. David Benson created a chocolate that is chocolatey at the molecular level, folks. It is a scientifically engineered chocolate. It's one of the greatest chocolates of the 21st century. I have had an Apollo bar from the days before that were taken over by my sworn nemesis. And it was delightful. And that's why Alvar Hanso took that crap over. That's why he's got it, and he ain't giving it to us, folks, because he's the man. Let's take another call.
Line 9. Oh, no name. Unseen presence
Ooh,
from Los Angeles?
We have an unseen presence from Los Angeles.
Yeah, DJ Dan, how you doing?
Hey, Unseen, or is it Mr. Presence?
Yeah, Mr. Unseen Presence.
Mr. Unseen Presence, how formal. How long have you been listening to my show?
Since the first time I found it on a podcast.
God bless you, man. So, what you got for me?
I got a real question for you, Mr. DJ Dan.
Oh, well, thank God, because you know what? I've been getting crap all night. What you got?
How can a television show about Flight 815 start the same night that Flight 815 actually crashed?
Shut down! Folks, I'm talking MC Escher, I'm talking Albert Einstein, I'm talking about Schrodinger's cat, okay? If you got asked that question, what do you not know about? I'll tell you what you don't know about. MC Escher, Albert Einstein, Schrodinger's cat. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know what you're talking about, and we don't understand each other. Do we understand each other? Let's get another call. I've had enough of this.
Line 15.
Line 15. Who do we have?
Ninja.
Ninja!
From Australia.
From Lost Ninja!
Ho!
That's right, Ninja, you're on the line with DJ Dan. Yes, Ninja?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Really well, thanks, really well. Glad to hear that there's more ninjas out there fighting the truth.
I am an honorary ninja. That is true. It happened in Kyoto. I saved a couple of drunken ninjas from a bar fight, and they made me an honorary ninja. I got a black sash to prove it. It's fantastic.
Except I always kick him.
Ah, yes, you do. But they love you for it. So, Ninja, what you got for me?
Well, all right. You spoke with Rachel Blake a little while back on your podcast.
I did.
We haven't heard from you in a few weeks.
That is true.
Since that time, she's come back to the States, and, she hasn't been seen since Comic-Con. But she quite obviously had some help hacking the ABC podcast.
Yes.
Dan,
yes.
Have you hooked up with Rachel, and are you two on the fly together?
You know what? I'm like the guy at the sporting event who's got his shirt off and half of it is painted red and half of it is painted blue and he's going, Niners! That's me with Rachel Blake, folks. I'm not involved with Rachel. I'm just there. I'm watching her. I'm egging her on because that's what I do, because I'm a fan of Rachel Blake, because she's fighting the man in a way that few of us have the guts to ever fight the man. Do I have a connection with Rachel Blake? I'm not saying I'd like to have a connection with Rachel Blake, but folks, I'm just a fan. I'm watching her. I'm egging her on. I'm helping her out. Every once in a while, I might get a message. That happens. And you know what? As a result, my sworn nemesis have come after me. That's right, with their pastel-colored hammer of oppression. But folks, it's all about helping her out. That's all I'm doing. If she deigns to honor me with her presence, that's all I got, my friends. Thanks a lot, Ninja. I appreciate the call, folks.
Wait.
Wait. Hang on. Yeah, what's going on? Yes, Tanya, you got something for me.
We need to take one more call.
We need to take one more call. Why is that?
Line 6. Idan from Israel.
Idan from Israel.
Idan, how you
Hi,
doing?
you're live with DJ Dan. Idan from Israel.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, DJ Dan.
It is DJ Dan indeed, and how can I help you?
Yeah, I want to ask you a question. Will you ever show yourself in the public?
Will I ever show myself to the public? Well, you know what? I've shown quite a bit of myself to the public, and all it's brought me is comparisons to that jerk writer, Javier Grillo Marxuch. So frankly, I'm not too sure I want to show my face. Who knows who they're going to compare me to once they see what I look like.
He's got a face for radio.
That's right, Johnny. Dan, what else can I help you with?
Can I ask another question?
Absolutely, I'm begging you.
What kind of music do you like, and will you ever make a CD?
Well, actually, I'm very well known for my mellifluous soul voice. I'm actually quite good. I was going to give old Sam Cooke a run for his money, but I decided to fight the man instead. Dan, thank you very much for your call. I truly appreciate it. Folks, it's time for me to give you a second glyph hint. Yes, I'm going to talk to you about the second glyph, okay? Because, Rachel has deigned to call me on occasion, and I try to help her out. So, folks, a major American metropolis, I told you this last time, in a very touristy area. You want to see the glyph? It's going to happen, okay? Folks, it's time for a little something I like to call the threat call of the day. That's right, folks. It's a threat call of the day, because a lot of threat calls to choose from. And you know what? Every once in a while, Johnny and I just like to enact those for you in a kind of repertory company style. Johnny? Okay, lots of threat calls to choose from. Tanya, what are we feeling like today?
How about something sophisticated?
Nah, I don't like that.
Scary? Stupid.
Bingo, Tanya. The one thing I want tonight is for Johnny to reenact a stupid threat call from me. It'll warm my heart. It'll soothe my nerves. Okay, let's try this one. Johnny, middle of page 8. Shall we go to middle of page 8? All right, middle of page 8. Okay, what do we have? Let's ladies and gentlemen, and now our announcer Johnny will perform a real-life threat call to DJ Dan in his best announcer voice. Let's hear it.
And then I'll throw you out the window onto your green Jeep Compass.
Oh, for the love of God. No, let's not do this one. How about middle of page 12? That's a good one. That's a good one.
You might find yourself the victim of a most uncomfortable fire. And I don't mean a fire in your fireplace. No, imagine, if you will, that your whole studio is the fire.
Shut down! Good God, who sent in that threat call? My God, it was like Leo Tolstoy. How pedantic. Let's go to the top of page 14. Let's reenact that one, okay?
50 pounds of silly putty and make you
all
read
right,
the news backwards
no. Okay, stop it. I don't like that one. You know what? Okay, let's do this one in its entirety. Page 22. Okay. Caller, you ask, I answer?
Do dask by Banser.
Okay.
No play.
Oh, boy.
Ahoy!
Tanya, you know what this is, don't you?
Good, you know what to do.
Well, for great jumping Jiminy Jehoshaphat thread caller, that didn't even rhyme.
That even knows it's going to name.
Okay, already, I get it.
I can keep this up all day,
DJ
Dan.
You're pathetic, you're a monkey, you know that?
His monkey's right snunky.
Yeah, shut down. There you have it, folks. A reenactment of one of my favorite threatening calls. Folks, you know what? We're going to take one last call before we go to a song about the man, one of my favorite songs about the man. And who do we have?
We have on line 5, Speaker.
Speaker, or as I like to call him, Subcomandante Marcos of Chiapas. Speaker, you're on live with DJ Dan. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I was sitting around...
Dude, wait a minute. Speaker, before you get into whatever your question is, I'm sure it's scintillating.
Yes, it's very scintillating.
Okay, are you the same speaker who runs the fan page for Javier Grillo Mark Such?
I don't even know who that is.
You better not, because I'd shut you down, okay?
Nobody does.
Okay, you better not be the same guy. Okay, Speaker, what you got for me?
I was just wondering about this Spider Protocol. What do you know about it? Is it some sort of boy band? What could it mean?
Spider Protocol, the boy band. That's very exciting. That's right.
Bye.
That's right. Speaker, Spider Protocol. The words. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's an acronym? Do you think it's actually talking about real spiders?
It sounds like the Alan Parsons Project to me.
The Alan. Oh wow, the finest prog rock band of the '70s and early '80s. Wow, dude, the Alan Parsons Project.
I mean, is it like the progenitor to Geronimo Jackson? I mean, is this a...
No, actually, wait a minute. First of all, Geronimo Jackson was a progenitor to Alan Parsons. Geronimo Jackson in the '60s. Okay, Keith Strutter started the band in the '60s. All right. So let's not get him and Alan Parsons was running tape for the Beatles when Keith Strutter started Geronimo Jackson. That's what I'm saying. So okay. Spider Protocol. Well, you know what? Did you ever see that movie, The Wild Wild West, with a spider-shaped robot? I sometimes think Alvar Hanso just has one of those big spider robots he's going to take over the world with. Am I right?
Yeah,
Andy. Speaker, come on, give it to me. What do you think?
I think that's a very good idea.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. You know what, Speaker, can I do one thing here, just very gently, just very softly, in a very loving way?
You may shut me down.
Shut down! Folks, I think it's time for a song about the man. We're going to take a break. We're taking your calls, 800-942-4704.
Shutting down the man is sweaty work. My name is DJ Dan. Me and my partner Tanya do a weekly radio show where we expose conspiracies and give corporate evildoers a run for their ill-gotten gains. In my business, you name names and you take no prisoners. In my business, you got to stay anonymous. You got to stay on the move. Broadband allows us to broadcast live from a different location every week, keeping at bay all the corporate wolves and minions of the man who would shut us down. Broadband makes it possible for me to upload my shows to the web, so people, real people, freedom-loving people like you and me, can get the real dope 24/7. And how is it that I can answer emails in real time during my show? If you guess broadband, a ring-a-ding-ding, give yourself a cigar. Broadband makes it possible for all conspiracy spies, free thinkers, and lovers of liberty to do what we do whenever we want to do it. I'm a patriot. I live to uphold the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, baby. That's what America's about. And broadband makes that freedom ring around the world. I'm DJ Dan. My mind is free, my voice is strong, and broadband helps me help you shut down the man.
It's true. When DJ Dan recorded that spot for Verizon, he had a nasty, nasty head cold. That's right, folks. You heard it here first. Trivia behind the scenes. That's what we do here. But folks, before we go to take your calls at our 800 number, I'd like to do a little something that Johnny, not me, Johnny likes to call
conspiracy, scam or hoax.
Conspiracy, scam or hoax. Tanya.
Conspiracy.
Really? How about that? Well, why don't you shoot me one and I'll tell you how it is.
The Kennedy assassination.
Conspiracy! It was really the Kennedy suicide, folks. Everybody knows this. He shot himself. Watch the Knoll, folks. Give me another one.
Low-carb diet.
Scam! Stay warm for the winter. Buy my book, The Donut Diet, 30 Days to a Fatter You.
Hey, hey, we're the monkeys.
Conspiracy! Everybody knows that title sequence had more to it than they were letting on. It wasn't just comedy, folks. Mickey was Michael, Davey was Peter, Peter was Larry, and Ronnie was Mickey. You heard it here first. All part of the U.S. government sub-Saharan name swap fiasco of '66. Tanya, shoot me with another one.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Scam! That was a scam perpetrated to cover another Kennedy conspiracy, which, you know what, leads me right into...
the donut of the day.
Ah, yes, the donut of the day. Ask yourselves this, conspiracy spies. Are you feeling down, low energy? Is that yellow, fizzy beverage with a massive sugar kick no longer doing the job of keeping you awake during those long hours of scouring the interweb for evidence of the man's crimes against the world? Then let me tell you, friends, you're just like me. I was right where you are now, years back. That is until I discovered the delectable delight of donuts. That's right, conspiracy spies. I'm talking about the world's favorite old school snack. Nothing but carbs and fat fried up at 190 degrees Celsius and glazed, ice, sprinkled, rolled, or filled with a confection of your choice. Tanya likes chopped liver in her donuts.
It's true.
Yeah, to each their own. Even you. Now, if you know anything about me... It's
disgusting.
That's right. Not only disgusting, it's also repugnant, or as Johnny likes to say...
repugnant!
Now, if you know anything about me, it's the powdered cake donuts that have held the place nearest and dearest to my heart. But, in the interest of international community, we're talking UNICEF here, folks. In order to bring all together, I give you yet another installment of...
Donut of the day.
Now, let's see. Today's donut... guys, can I have a little cheer for the donuts? Come on. Yay! Yeah, folks, that guy over there, that is Luis, the DJ Dan roadie. He brought us here. Actually, you know, he actually makes it possible for us to broadcast from an entirely different location every week. He takes some hours to carry that equipment around. Folks, today's donut, the Berliner, hails from all the way from sunny Germany and is intimately tied to that very phrase I was just discussing, Ich bin ein Berliner. You see, in a speech President Kennedy gave on June 26, 1963 in West Berlin to illustrate the United States' solidarity with the newly walled-up Berlin, many believe that Kennedy made a little translation error, and many believe erroneously that he said, I am a jelly donut. A little more about said donut. Known in Berlin as the Pfannkuchen, the Berliner, a.k.a. the Bismarck, is a solid ovular mass usually filled with jam, and... man, yum, oh, Lord, oh, I'm Sally in that movie. Now, despite all the jokes you've heard, the whole bit about Kennedy telling the citizens of Berlin, Ich bin ein Berliner, or I am a jelly donut, it was not a mistake, folks. That whole thing is a scam. In reality, Kennedy's speech was part of a conspiracy. I think we all know that in the United States there's a tremendously, vastly powerful confectioners and bakers lobby. Folks, how do you think Kennedy got elected, okay? That's what I'm talking about. He had backing, it was from these people, and that, my friends, was the first ever known the first ever known incidence of presidential product placement. You heard it here first. I am a Berliner. I am a donut. I am a jelly donut.
The Pfannkuchen Foundation.
That's right, folks. My sworn nemesis.
The Hansel Foundation.
Well, I was hoping you were going to say the donut name, my friend. All right, you know what? Let's try that again, folks. My sworn nemesis.
The Pfannkuchen. One more time.
Okay, let's try it one more time.
John.
Okay, let's...
One more time. The fun...
Folks, you know what? We're...
The Pfannkuchen Foundation.
Folks, I think Johnny hit that Bat 90 a little too hard before the show, because he's just lit! I've never seen anything like this. It's been a long time, man. I don't know what happened there. You're like Dan Rather on election night.
John, you're cut off.
That's right. Luis, take that bottle away from Johnny. It's killing me. Folks, I think we need to do a phone call. Let's take a phone call right now. Who do we have?
Line 4. We've got Congested from New York City.
Congested from New York City. Are you really congested? You're live with DJ Dan.
Yeah, you know, I actually am congested. I took the day off work today.
I see. I thought you were actually stuck in traffic, but that's an LA joke. Folks, congested. What?
No problem. But yeah, DJ Dan, what are your thoughts on nanotechnology?
My thoughts on nanotechnology? I'll tell you what I think about nanotechnology. First of all, nanotechnology is a scam! It is a hoax. The idea of thousands of microscopic robots, I mean, it's like something out of a show on UPN. I don't know about this nanotechnology. I don't believe that it exists. But you know what? If nanotechnology did exist, which I don't think it does, I don't think there is such a thing as nanotechnology, and I sure as hell don't think you're going to be seeing it on your television screens anytime around September of this year. Folks, I'm shutting down this call. Shut down! All right. Why don't we talk about stuff that's real, folks? Why don't we talk about something better than nanotechnology? What do we have in here in the phone?
We've got Christian on line 9.
Do you say Christian or question?
I said Christian.
From
St. Louis.
From St. Louis. Christian, you're on live with DJ Dan.
Dan, I have a question for you.
Thank God.
Yeah, tell me about it. What do you think about the rumors that Enzo Valenzetti himself may still be alive and well?
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up. I mean, do you think Valenzetti's alive?
It's possible. I mean, no one saw him die. No one saw him take a bullet.
It's very interesting, because Valenzetti has more death stories surrounded him than, well, I mean, I don't know who. I mean, he's like the Enrico Caruso of enigmatic Italian mathematicians. Let me tell you about Valenzetti. Okay, Valenzetti in the 60s was rumored to have died in a plane crash, all right? A mysterious plane. He filed no flight plan, right? And somewhere over the Apennines, boom, dead. Am I right?
You're right.
However, fewer people know that there's also a theory that he died in the 1970s of leukemia. That's right, and there's another theory that in the 1980s he was caught in the wheels of a combine in his farm in the Swiss Alps. So it's quite possible that he's still alive. In fact, the other conspiracy theory about Valenzetti is that he is still alive and he is working for the Italian government. What do you think about that?
I haven't heard that one before. That's interesting.
You've never heard? The thing is, the Italian government put a gag order on every one of Enzo Valenzetti's personal papers. They have actually not allowed him out. So, folks, I genuinely believe that Enzo Valenzetti, at the ripe old age of 80, God knows how many years old he is sitting there in some classroom in Italy, writing on a whiteboard, figuring out stuff like the end of the world, which I don't know what they do with it. Hell, if I knew when the end of the world was, I don't know what would happen. I'd probably just get a lot of donuts. That's what I would do. That's just me and a bunch of Berliners. That's right. Me in a walled bunker with donuts. That's me. All right, dude. Thank you very much for your call. You know what? Now that we've talked a little bit about Valenzetti, everybody knows that Valenzetti is somehow linked with my sworn nemesis. Folks, it is just high-tech night here at DJ Dan. That's what I'm talking about. Let's talk about the Sri Lanka video that's making the rounds, because I find this very interesting. Okay, I mean, I want your calls. I want to hear about the Sri Lanka video. If you've got comments about the Sri Lanka video, call me 800-942-4704. Okay, there's glyphs, there's fragments, they're out there. We're beginning to hear more and more about it. I want to know what you think about it. I'm finding it really fascinating. The fact that the DARMA acronym stands for Department of Heuristics and Applied Research into Materials Application, the fact that the Valenzetti equation, and look, frankly, it's just as possible that Valenzetti was indeed caught in the wheels of a combine in his family farm in the Swiss Alps. I'm not going to say that's true, but you know what? That's the one I like best because it warms my heart. Folks, Mittelwerk in this video, Thomas Werner Mittelwerk, the chief technologist of my sworn nemesis,
the Hanso Foundation,
says that they have to stick to their story. What is this story? I want to know what the story's about. And what is that logo at the top of the film? Okay, like you're watching the beginning of the movie, and there's this logo. It looks to me like, well, it looks like a Berliner, and then like a sort of Munchkin next to it. Like the little donut holes. But that's me. I'm sure that's not what it means, folks. I want to know what that is. Mr. Beardy. Who is he? Some people think he's Alvar Hanso. Some people think he's a little too softer on the chin to be Alvar Hanso. Who is he? Do we know? And the Vic Institute has verified a figure. What kind of figure is that? Folks, I don't think we're talking about L. the Body McPherson here, okay? There's a figure out there that is known to no one but the Hanso Foundation and the Vic Institute. What is this figure? Folks, I want to hear your calls, 800-942-4704. And before we do that, I want to go, a lot of people send me emails this week, and I want to answer a couple of them. Let's go to another edition of
DJ Dan's Mailbag.
That's right. Danny's got a brand new bag. Wow! All right, folks, DJ Dan Mailbag. What do you got?
From Sean.
From Sean. Sean. We have an email from Sean.
For what reasons were the U.S. government of the late 60s experimenting with the effects of barbershop music on livestock?
Actually, this is probably the most serious thing I'll ever say during this broadcast. Everybody knows that harmonies have a harmonic effect on the frequencies of the brain, and they can be used exclusively for mind control. That's what MKUltra was about. You've heard LSD. That's wrong. It's really about barbershop quartets, folks. Frilly shirts and vests. That's what the CIA was about in the 60s. You heard it here first. What else you got?
From Sean again.
Sean.
Are the following people really dead? Ready?
Ready?
Bruce Lee.
Dead.
Elvis Presley.
Still alive. I had breakfast with him about 4 days ago. He looks great. He's on the zone.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. JFK.
As I said, the Kennedy suicide. How many times do I got to repeat this, folks? Who else do we got?
Gary Troop.
Sadly, Gary Troop dead in that true life narrative, Bad Twin. I think we all understand. He died. He sent the book over. We're reading the book. Folks, it says on the book he's dead. And, as I do, I believe everything that's printed. What else you got?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Paul is dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
Sorry to hear that. It was horrible. I saw
Wow.
it. It's terrible. Yeah, I was there.
How about Hugh McIntyre?
Oh man, Hugh. Jeez. Can we have a moment of silence for Hugh? Let's have a moment of silence for Hugh. You know what? I'm sure. You know what? Can I please? Okay, just a moment. Little dead air for Hugh McIntyre, folks. Horrible what happened to that man. But you know what? He turned it around. He became a good man at the end. We feel really bad for Hugh McIntyre. You know what? I'm shutting down this mailbag. I'm shutting down the mail. Shut down! All right, folks. We've shut down the mailbag. I've had enough of this. Dad living. It's depressing. Okay, so before we take another call, I'd like to talk about something that's very dear to my heart, a little something I like to call...
You can't buy it.
That's right, folks. You can't buy it. These are items that are sitting in the government archives next to the Ark of the Covenant, folks. They're sitting in the government archives with the Lost Ark. The government doesn't want you to have these things, okay, folks? What are they? The inexhaustible light bulb. Folks, everybody knows there is a light bulb that was made in the 1900s. It is still burning. So what happened? Why did Thomas Alva Edison take so long to perfect the light bulb? I'll tell you what. He wasn't perfecting the light bulb. He was perfecting a light bulb that would burn out soon enough so that you have to buy more light bulbs, folks.
Can't buy it.
Can't buy it.
Can't buy it.
That's right, folks. The perpetual motion car. That's right. There is such a thing. I think you've all heard the story, and if you haven't, let me tell you the story, okay? Little old lady, 65 years old, recently retired. Husband is dead. Kids are out of the house. She says, I'm going to buy myself a sports car. That's what she says. So she goes to her nearest dealership, and she picks out the sportiest little car she can find in the dealership, takes it home. 6 months she drives this car. Doesn't change the oil once. Doesn't fill the tank up once. Folks, it's not an electric car. She doesn't plug this car in. She just drives it for 6 months without ever going to the gas station, all right? 6 months go by, she thinks, hey, you know what? I haven't changed the oil or put new gas in the car. Maybe there's something wrong with the car. I'm going to take it to the dealership. She goes there. Everybody receives her like a hero. They go, lady, this is fantastic. Thank you for bringing the car back. You can have any car in the lot. She drives out in a brand spanking new Cadillac. That night, she tells her son what she's done. Folks, the son says, oh, my God, mother, what have you done? 6 months, no gas. They go back to the dealership. The dealership is gone. The guy who sold her the car is dead. The car dealership is gone, burnt to the ground. Folks, that's the man. That's how they take it away from you. You can't buy it.
Cannot buy it.
You cannot buy it. No, that's right, folks. The magnetic floating bed. Oh, never mind about that. Permanent self-tanner, folks. That's sitting in the government archives with the Ark of the Covenant, based on years of experimentation on George Hamilton. Unsoggable shredded wheat, folks. That's right. They got it. It stays crispy. They don't want you to have it.
No can bio.
That's right. The never melt ice cubes. You can't buy that either, folks.
Nope.
And finally, the world dictator facial hair fun kit. Nope. Too dangerous, folks.
Cannot buy it.
You can't buy this stuff, folks. I feel like taking a call. Tanya, give me a call.
Line 7, David from Dallas, Texas.
David from Dallas, Texas. David, are you there?
Yes, this is David.
Excellent. Yeah, are you from Dallas?
Yes.
I am clairvoyant, folks. Can I get a witness?
Just about.
That's right. David, what do you got for me?
Hey, DJ Dan. I'm enjoying the show tonight. I was wondering, do you listen to any other podcasts or shows about the Hands Up Foundation?
Actually, you know what? I have to stay pure, my friend. That is one of the great things about being DJ Dan, you know? This stuff just comes to me from the ether. I could listen to a lot of other people. I could listen to a lot of other theories. But the fact is, I get it all. I hunt it down. I bring it right back to you. I don't get it from other people. You're getting this straight from the cranium of DJ Dan and not from the clutches of my sworn nemesis. Now tell me, David, are there podcasts that you like? Is there anybody that you want to... You know, I'm going to let you... I don't let people plug on the show, but you can plug on my show. Who do you want to plug?
Hey, I just want to say, there's a great website out there called SaveJuke.com. I'd love to hear Johnny say Save Juke one time.
You know what? Jupe should be saved. I believe in SaveJuke.com. I have seen that website because I'm on internets, my friend. Johnny, can you give it to us?
Save Jupe at www.savejupe.com.
Folks.
All right, Johnny, thanks a lot. And I'd also love to say there's another podcast that's hunting down the...
No. You just got the one guy. I'm going to shut down.
One plug limit.
That's right. You can only show one thing here at DJ Dan, okay? Now, I love Save Jupe as much as the next guy. He is my favorite 105-year-old orangutan. I want him saved. I want him saved like I want to be redeemed myself. Can I get a witness?
Witness.
That's right. Thank you very much, folks. But I got to tell you, you only get one plug here at DJ Dan. Okay, folks? That's all I got to say about that. You know what? We're going to take another call before we go to a song. What do we got?
We've got line 4.
Yes, I know we have a line 4, but who's on it?
Wish resigned.
Wish resigned.
From
wow.
Springfield.
Hey.
Is this Wish resigned from Springfield?
Yes, it is.
Wish, why is your name Wish resigned? What's up with that?
Well, it's actually a screen name on the fuselage.
Oh, so you're a fan of that insidious television show Lost, the one that chills for my sworn enemy.
I didn't say I was a fan. I said
hey, whoa. You can't cut Johnny off. Oh my God.
Springfield is testing my patience.
Dude, okay, we're going to do that one more time, and if you
airtime.
I'm going to have to shut you down, okay? Let's try that again. Ready? Okay, can you take a deep cleansing breath for this, please? Here it goes. My sworn nemesis.
Hanso Foundation.
You know, Johnny, you look beacon, man. It's like he took it out of you, didn't he?
Which Springfield?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Look what you've done to Johnny. You know, you better ask me your question quickly, because I don't know how long this is going to last.
What is it?
All right. My question, DJ Dan, is this: on the fuselage, we're talking about the Hanzo Exposed website, the movies they're talking about.
We know all about absolutely the movies, the glyphs.
Each glyph is assigned a number. There's a missing glyph, glyph number 29, and I know since you're connected with the community, maybe you could give us a hint on where to find.
You know what? I'm already giving you hints about where you're going to find at least one glyph. You're going to get more hints tonight. I'm going to have to shut you down. Shut down! Folks, DJ Dan is giving you the straight poop. I'm giving you information. You're going to be getting it at least one glyph. You're going to know where to find it after this broadcast is done. I've already told you it's going to be in a major American metropolis. I've already told you it's going to be in a very public place, and I've already told you it's not going to be on internets. Okay? But I feel like taking one more call before we go to a song. Who do we have, Tanya?
On line 2, we've got Brian from the OC.
Wow, that's how we do it in the OC, bitch. Brian, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, awesome. Are you sick and tired of hearing that line?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, me too. Okay, well, let's hear your question. What you got for me?
Hey, I was actually wanting to know, on one of your earlier podcasts, you had received a threatening call from the Hanso Foundation.
Oh, yeah, that little troll. Yeah, what about that?
Well, I just want to know what...
Now, wait a second. Actually, but there is no... The one thing I haven't been able to track down is proof that guy is from the Hanso Foundation. Now, here's the thing. I have seen those guys in their little lime-colored overcoats hanging out around my studio on occasion, but I don't know that guy was indeed from the Hanso Foundation, but it was frightening that he knew the color of my Jeep. That's all I'm saying.
He has no neck.
Well, what happened after that situation? Did anything...
Well, you know, like I said, what happened was, you know, that guy threatened me on the line. I shut him down, okay? However, soon thereafter, I actually found myself being stalked by members of the Hanso Foundation, and you can tell because they wear those lime green overcoats all over the damn place, okay? Anyway, we went underground, and as I explained in a big monologue that was actually written down for me earlier this week, we went out. We were out there getting into adventures. We were out there on the underground. That's why you didn't see podcasts for a while, man. I was running away from the Foundation. Look, they may be tracking down the studio right now, and I'm sitting here telling you stuff I said 30 minutes. No, shut down! Folks, DJ Dan does not like to repeat himself. You know what? We're going to go to a song, and we're going to be right back taking your calls. 1-800-942-4704. Shutting down the man. Folks, I am indeed DJ Dan. And here's my question. When you post your resume on Monster.com, is that a nanotechnology monster? Ooh, I'm so scared. It's frightening. Oh, God, it's a monster made out of nanites. Oh, folks, you know what? I'm sorry. You know, I'm DJ Dan. I'm shutting down the man. And I got to tell you, when I think about shutting down the man, I think of a little thing that I have that I like to call...
Random acts of shutdown.
That's right, folks. Random acts of shutdown. Possibly my favorite segment in the world. Heck, I would even shut myself down if it wouldn't cause some sort of cosmic rip in the space-time continuum. Schrodinger's cat, folks. Schrodinger's cat. Time Cop, folks. Rent it. Watch it. Learn the splits, all right? Guys, if you're fans of mine, and I know you are, then you know the drill. Random acts of shutdown. Caller to last the longest wins. And you all know the rules. As Craterface says to Danny at Thunder Road, the only rules are there are no rules. Caller 1.
Wait, what? Dan.
Yeah? What's going on?
Hang on a sec.
What is it, dear Tanya?
Dan, we've got a...
Shut down! I told you, Tanya, no rules.
I see that.
Yeah, okay, what do you got?
Dan, I've got a caller. Says this is urgent. And he's got a really, really weird voice.
Oh, maybe it's that Javier Grillo Mark Such guy. You ever hear that guy talk? It's like walking into a helium factory. Gravy Grill, go ahead.
Hello, Dan. Sorry to interrupt. I've got a very important message for Rachel.
You know, you sound very familiar. You're talking about Rachel like...
Rachel Blake. Stephanie. Rachel. I think you know who she is.
Yeah, I do. You know, you sound just like the guy in her video blog.
Rachel.
Malik?
Rachel,
Malik?
Malik? From the
Rachel, I pray you're listening. That piece of paper I handed you.
I think he's just going to talk over us.
You need to get in touch.
I think he's talking to Rachel.
Listen very carefully to what I have to say. I've used a cipher I indicated beneath the contact information.
There's a cipher?
I think it's appropriate considering the controversy raging around you.
Tanya, this is spectacular. This is the guy from the...
Here's the message.
Can you just say, are you Malik?
240.
240.
249.
All right, I'm writing this down, Dan.
Write this down.
61. 37. 118.
This is spectacular.
75.
It must be like some kind of cipher or something.
231.
Are you getting that, Tanya?
150.
Yeah, but...
36.
Maybe it's like a Bible code or something.
184. 184.
It's like Morse, but with numbers.
Yeah.
Excuse me. After 36, it was 184.
Wow.
157.
I'm following you.
51. 144.
44.
180.
180.
253.
This is incredible.
50.
Oh my God.
173. 30. 222.
Tell us what that means.
192. 13. 82. And 1.
All right, is that it? Is that the message?
That's all.
What does it mean? Is it what kind of a code is it? What is
Sorry,
it?
Rachel, this is Mount. I can't explain. There's nothing I can say any more than that.
Oh, shut down!
Dan, why did you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Tanya. It's random acts of shutdown, right? That's the shtick, isn't it? I gotta shut the guy down when he's giving the really important
How are we gonna find out the message?
Okay, folks, let's just take a call right now because this was really spooky, folks. I hope you got all those numbers down because that sounded important to me. I'm sorry, Tanya. Okay, so no donuts for me. Is that what we're talking about, folks? Let's take another call because that was just spooky. That he sounded like Darth Vader. There's some guy breathing heavy. I don't know. He sounded like the guy in that video blog. He really did.
I really think it was that guy Malik.
I think it was. IT. I'm being stalked by IT. That guy. I'm telling you. You know what? Let's take it. I want to hear a call. 1-800-942-4704. And before we take this call, Johnny's going to say something here. He's going to give you the name of the company that's broadcasting me illegally tonight. And what is that company called?
Harvest.
All right, Johnny has fallen off his chair, folks. This is horrific.
Radio Harvest, your internet radio.
Yeah, off book, he doesn't do well, folks. On the book, he's fantastic. He literally sits on the thing. It's incredible.
We took the juice away a while ago.
I know. When he's on book, he's 5 inches taller. It's amazing. Okay, we're going to take some viewer calls. And
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Hey, no, this one goes there. That one goes there. Folks, all right, folks, we're gonna take another call. Who do we have, Tanya?
Line 7, we've got Aaron from Baton Rouge.
Aaron from Baton Rouge, are you on?
Yes.
All right, so you ask, I answer. Let's hear it.
Well, I was wondering, what do we know about this island? I mean, Rachel got there, she videotaped something, she obviously got back safe. Did she come back on the same quarantine ship that got there? Why is it quarantined? What are we?
What are we talking? Okay, wait a minute. Why is the ship is quarantined? I mean, look. My feeling is that in the quarantine areas, they probably have the people from the Vic Institute, right? I mean, if you had a bunch of savants running an equation, you probably want to take them wherever you go. I mean, they're very entertaining savants, you know, like, yeah, Valenzetti equation. Yeah, Valenzetti equation, yeah.
Okay, did they make it out in time?
Make it out, what do you mean, did Rachel make it? I think, Rachel is out there. If she hadn't made it out on time, she wouldn't have been at Comic-Con, she wouldn't be putting glyphs out there, okay? Rachel is okay, Rachel is good, Rachel is alive, but she's underground, and she has no phone number, folks. I don't have it, you don't have it. Well, I mean, what do you think happened on the island? I mean, what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, we know there's something with Valenzetti in that equation. Are they just did they move their institute? Were they getting too much heat maybe in Iceland?
Were they getting too much heat in Iceland? I don't think they were getting any heat in Iceland at all, folks. But seriously, the thing about my sworn nemesis is that their moves and motives are cunning and devious and dark. We have no idea what they're doing down there. I think Rachel is really going to bring that to life for us once the last of those glyphs come in, folks. That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, Aaron, do you have anything else you want to ask me? Is there anything else you want to say?
What can we do? I'm a member of a group called DOTS, and we want to help out you, and we want to help out...
Whoa. You're a member of a group called Ducks or DOTS?
DOTS.
And what's that stand for?
We are defenders of a site called the Tail Section.
Ah, excellent. The Tail Section. Ah, that's right. So you're chasing tail is what you're trying to tell me, right?
I can only hope.
Shut down! I love you, man. I just did that because I was feeling it on the inside. But you know I love you, okay? And you know what? If you're out there, if you're chasing tail, but preferably you're chasing glyphs, is what I'd rather see you do.
Chasing the glyph.
That's right. If you're chasing the glyph, let me give you another hint about where that glyph is going to go, okay? The city in question... Hispanics might call it La Manzana Grande. That's right, La Manzana Grande. Folks, if you know where La Manzana Grande is, if you know a tourist spot in that major American metropolis, you might just catch this glyph on Monday. Let's take another call, actually. I want to hear the voices of the people out there who are helping us fight the good fight. Let's hear it.
All right, line 1, Jeff from Ohio.
Jeff from Ohio. Jeff, what you got? Jeff, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it. What you got for me, Jeff? From Ohio.
Okay, first off,
you know why, oh why, Ohio? Why did we ever leave Ohio? Okay, go ahead.
Because of the snow.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, first I've got to say I've been loving the show so far.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And you know who appreciates it more than anybody? Well, Luis, the roadie, is actually very excited about that. But Johnny, can you express your appreciation?
Loving the callers.
And I'm actually eating a donut right now.
Oh God, what kind of donut are you eating?
It's a jelly donut.
Is it a Berliner?
Oh, you do it, Abe.
All right, you know what?
Okay, now,
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I am not trying to, while I appreciate what Rachel Blake is doing because your evil nemesis must be shut down.
You don't mean my arch nemesis. All right, let's hear it.
Yes. I'm a little bit suspect of her in one respect.
Uh-huh.
Now, before you shut me down, and I want you to shut me down, let me get through this real quick.
Oh, I'm going to shut you down. You better get to it.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, I understand.
Let's hear it.
Stephanie, when she first starts, what did we get but a series of really obscure clues?
Yeah. Hacks. That's right. She's on the website. She's getting stuff out there. Yeah. So no. Look, I know we're here. Can I just preempt you on this, okay? Because I think I know exactly where you're going to say. How could somebody who's able to put up all these obscure clues on the internet, somebody who's able to just go out there and hack the site and do all that flash and do all of that stuff, all of a sudden she seems to be somebody who's just on the web doing these video blogs? That's what you're going to tell me, right?
Well, not only that, but also the fact that, okay...
All right, shut down!
Thank you.
Folks, all right. Folks, you know hackers, I know hackers. Tanya, you know hackers?
Oh, yeah.
Johnny, do you know about hackers?
Love to spoon with the hacker.
That's right, my friend. All right. Hey, Luis, you know the hackers?
Yes.
Okay, folks, we all know about hackers. These are people who sit in basements, all right, hacking stuff. They're in the computer. They're wizards at that kind of stuff, all right? Now, all of a sudden, this woman, Persephone, a.k.a. Rachel Blake, in my opinion, gets out in the world, and all of a sudden, we're criticizing for what? For not being good on television? Folks, she's Rachel Blake. She's not Art Carney. She ain't Richard Linklater, okay? I don't know what you people want, all right? So she's not, I mean... Literally, I mean, it's like all of a sudden we're being graded on public speaking. The woman can hack Flash, for the love of God. And you want her to be there and be the captain of the debate team? She's honest. She's sweet. She is out there giving us a piece of her heart. I don't think we need to undermine her by saying that somehow her hacking skills make her video blogging incompatible. Folks, I'm tired of this. I'm going to shut myself down. Shut me down. God, I love it when I shut me down. It's fantastic. All right, folks.
I do too.
We're gonna take one more call, and then I got something to tell you about your pets. That's what I got. Let's hear the next call.
On line 6, your absolute favorite fan, Fenris from England.
Fenris from England. Fenris, are you live? Are you on the line?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I hear. So you think I'm Peter Thompson? Are you nuts?
I never said that. I don't know where you got that impression.
All right. Well, I don't know. I think I might have seen something on internets, my friend. Fenris, you got a question for me? I want to hear it. What's up?
I do. You've been after the Hanso Foundation for quite a while now, right?
Yes, I have. I have indeed. I'm a lifelong member of the Anti-Hanso Foundation Club. That's me. It's like the hair club for men, only completely different.
Right. Okay. I was wondering what got you first onto the Hanso Foundation? Were they poisoning donuts or something?
What has the Hanso Foundation done to me personally?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you something about it. The Hanso Foundation hasn't done anything to me personally, aside from the lime green coated guys who came out to get me, folks. What? Yeah, folks. Let me tell you about the Hanso Foundation guys. Okay. Here's why I hate them. Here's why I wanna go after them. Okay. The truth is, these guys don't have to offend you personally. Okay. So maybe it's not about a hatred of Scandinavian people or anything like that, folks. What it's about, okay, is that these guys are putting commercials out there saying we're reaching out for a better tomorrow. Okay. They're reaching out. Is it a better tomorrow for us? Is it for you? Is it for me? Is it for Tanya? Is it for Luis? I don't know. Okay. All I'm saying is, when I start seeing all of this organ theft, okay, stolen organs, and I'm not talking Hammonds here, okay, I'm not talking about Steve Winwood and the Spencer Davis group, okay, I'm talking about human organs, okay, I'm talking about savants trapped in a building running some cockamamie end of the world equation, okay, I'm talking about monkeys that are being kept against I'm talking about unnatural, ungodly life extension. Do these people have to offend me personally for me to want to go after them? I don't think so. Fenris, there's a question I'd like to ask you. Is that okay? Fenris? Are you there? Would you mind if I shut you down? Shut down! Folks, come on. We all know what the Hanso Foundation's all about. We don't have to get into why we hate them. We have to get into how. How do we take them down? Folks, okay, it's time now for a little something that I like to call
How to Bug-Proof Your pet.
That's right, folks. Let's hear that again, because I love that.
How to bug-proof your pet.
It's a little-known fact that Johnny has a pet frog that actually...
Lars.
That's Lars actually is kept in a cage on a chain around Johnny's neck. It's surreal if you've never seen it. Folks, now more than ever, your pets are subject to scrutiny by the forces of evil. I'm talking about governments. I'm talking about global conspiracies, okay, folks? So you need to bug-proof your pet. You need to make sure that your pet is not acting as a listening device. How do you do it? Well, number one, always sweep your pet with a metal detector when he, she, it comes back from a long day of running, playing, catching. That's what I'm talking about. Chasing birds, steeplechasing, whatever your pet does, sweep the pet with a metal detector, okay? If you have fish, might be a little more difficult, but try. Very important. Never, ever fall asleep to your cat's purr. One word, hypnosis. Is that 2 words? I don't know. Luis? Okay, folks, try fashioning a custom tinfoil suit for your pooch or kitty cat. If you have a hamster, that might be a little bit difficult because it's hard to get the tinfoil around those little spindly legs, but I promise you, you will thank me for that in the morning, okay? Try the cell phone trick. If your cell phone reception improves when you move near your pet, that's right, your pet is bugged! If your cat or dog opens its mouth to bark or meow and a human voice comes out, going, your call cannot be answered, but chances are, bugged. Or as Johnny likes to say,
not paying attention.
Johnny, put down the scotch! Holy buckets, man, you're killing me.
Up.
Now you ask, what if it's too late? What if my pet is already wired for sound? All right. Here's 3 things you need to do. Any crimes you want to commit? Yeah, don't talk about them to anybody, okay? Don't discuss your criminal activity with your bugged pet. That's just common sense 101, okay? I never say anything around my pet that I don't want anybody else to hear. That's what I'm saying. Whack yourself in the head with a tuning fork, okay? It's like pretty much the answer to everything around here at DJ Dan, okay? Whack yourself on the head with a tuning fork, and then hold the tuning fork near your pet. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay? It confuses the hell out of the listeners. And finally, try switching your pet to a high-fiber diet, if you catch my drift. Oftentimes, they make the pet swallow the bug. And if that doesn't work, I've got 2 words for you, intestinal lavage. Folks, I am taking your calls here. 800-942-4704. I'm DJ Dan. I got a song I'm going to play for you. I got to do some business. We're going to come back and take some more calls. Let's hear that song. Oh, I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down all over the place, my friends. I've never shut anything down like I'm shutting this down before. But folks, before I do that, I want to remind you of how it is that you're getting this illegal underground radio broadcast. Johnny, can you give it to me?
Radio Harvest, your internet radio and home of the DJ Dan Show.
Folks, I was going to talk to you about the mythic beastie of the day, or as Johnny likes to call it,
Mythic Beastie of the Day.
But folks, do you really want to hear me talk about the Mapinguari? I don't think so. No, we're ripping up the script, my friends. We got calls stacking up, packing up. They're all over the place. So, folks, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to take a couple more calls, okay? You ask, I answer. Give me another call. Who do we have, Tanya?
Line 7, we've got Bree from Holland.
Bree from Holland. Bree, are you live on the line?
I'm here. I'm waiting.
God bless you, Bree. Let's hear it. What is your how's the weather in Holland right now?
The weather in Holland is actually beautiful. It's all the better for getting through to you, DJ Dan.
Oh, my heart is all aflutter, Bree. You've made me such a happy man. I'm weeping indeed. Johnny, am I crying?
You are babbling like a little girl.
Tears of joy, Bree. What do you have for me tonight?
DJ Dan, I do have some information. I'm a real conspiracy spy.
Do you now? What information is that? Let's hear it.
DJ Dan, I found a book.
Yes.
A small black book.
Yes.
And it was written by a T.W. Mittelwerk.
Yeah, you know what? Shut down! Folks, Thomas Werner Mittelwerk doesn't have time to write books, folks. He does not. He is Mr. Evil, Captain of Evil, Sultan of Evil, Maven of Evil, Aficionado of Evil. Folks, Thomas Werner Mittelwerk is out there committing evil. He doesn't got to write it down. If anything, he dictates. You know what I'm talking about. I think you do. Let's take another call.
Line 14, Chris.
Chris, you're on line 14. Chris, where are you at?
Hey, I'm upstate New York.
You're in upstate New York. Excellent.
Cooperstown.
Cooperstown. Yeah, that is the home of the Hall of Fame, isn't it?
Damn straight.
Very exciting. You know, I'm a direct descendant of Abner Doubleday, inventor of baseball.
You're not.
I am absolutely not. I am lying to you through my teeth. Folks, what do you got for me?
Well, listen, I was wondering, 2 things, both brief.
Yes.
First, have you heard about Shade, and how do you feel about him?
Have I heard about whom?
Shade.
Shade.
S-A-D-E.
Have I heard about Shade?
Spies United.
If he's a fellow conspiracy spy, I'm very excited about him. What's your second question?
Excellent. Have you heard about Sissy French Fry, and how do you feel about her?
Sissy French Fry? Let me tell you something about Sissy French Fry. There are about 15 seconds of Sissy French Fry that is some of the finest cinema I've ever seen. Shut down! Don't call me about movies, folks. Who am I, Roger Ebert? For the love of God, man! We're shutting down the men here. You want to know what I think about Sissy French Fry?
Thumbs down.
No. But there's about 15 seconds of Sissy French Fry that get a...
Thumbs up.
Yes, they're on YouTube, folks. Look them up. All right, folks, I'm going to take another call right here. Who do we got?
Line 1, Dawn from Phoenix.
Dawn from Phoenix. Before, Dawn, are you there? Dawn from Phoenix?
I think Dawn just hung up.
Oh, Dawn. Dawn, are you there? We miss you, Dawn. Oh, yes, we do. Let's go to another call.
Line 3, Chuck from Austin.
Chuck from Austin. Chuck, are you there? Whoa!
Whoa, Chuck.
A feedback pulse has just melted the brain of Luis, the DJ Dan Roadie. It's horrific. He's laying on the floor dying. Chuck, are you there?
This isn't Chuck. This is Elwood.
Well, this is whom?
Elwood 007.
Okay, I have the worst connection in the world. I can't hear a word you're saying. Let's try to hear your question. See what we got.
Are you saying you're Alvar?
Yes. Let's hear your question. They're trying to save... Okay, I'm sorry. I've lost you there. Information on whom?
Jupe.
Jupe! We've talked about Jupe. We're going to save Jupe. We've gone to SaveJupe.com. I'm wearing a Save Jupe t-shirt right now. Shut down.
Folks, please don't call DJ Dan from a shoe phone.
That's right, folks. Okay, look. Cordless, wireless, cell phone, call me. Don't use the shoe, my friends. Okay, folks, you know what? I'm going to give you a fourth hint about that glyph. Monday, major metropolis, La Manzana Grande. It's going to be in a touristy place. It's not going to be on the internet, folks. The location where the glyph will be shown rhymes with fresh air. Wow, you can rename me Captain Obvious on that one, folks. Monday, fresh air. Yeah, okay. Folks, I think, Tanya, what's that sound, Tanya? Tanya, what is that? That's so weird.
It sounds like it's coming from above.
Great Caesar's ghost! I think we all know. I think we all know what that means, Conspiracy Spies. I think it's time for our
Area 51 update.
All right, folks, we're on the line. We got him on the line with one of our real patriots, my friend. Tanya, I think you know who I'm talking about. It's one of our real patriots. It's a guy we all know and love. Our good old friend, Marvin the Earthling.
Love Marvin.
Marv.
Earthling is right, DJ Dan. I'm a lot of things, but I'm definitely not one of those green-skinned space killers.
That's right, Marv. You're not. The only red dust Marv's ever touched was on the front quarter panel of his mom's 1984 silver Chevy Impala. Ain't that right, Marv?
I've never told anyone.
Good man, Marvin. Yeah, Marvin. Marvin, where are you at?
Well, DJ Dan, I'm in a little town called Rachel, Nevada.
No, you're kidding. Rachel, Nevada?
No, sir, Rachel, Nevada, right on the edge of Nevada State Route 375, the extraterrestrial highway, 3 miles from the place they call.
You're living in dreamland. You want to run away. If you figure that out, what that's a reference to, you put that on the fuselage. Okay, for those of you who don't know, dreamland is slang for a tract of land owned by the U.S. government in Nevada. A tract of land containing an airstrip that sees a day-in, day-out steady stream of UFO traffic. That's right, people. I'm talking Area 51, Watertown Strip, Paradise Ranch, Groom Lake, The Farm, The Detachment. You know what I'm talking about. It's E.T. Central. Know what's happening at E.T. Central, Marv?
Not all that much, DJ Dan. I have my camera was confiscated again.
Your camera was confiscated again? Oh my God, Marvin! Marvin, I bought you that camera. Oh, Marv, okay.
Okay, some of these cows look kind of funny, and their spots look like they were spelling in some sort of alien alphabet.
Wait. The spots on the rancher's cows were looked like some kind of alien alphabet?
Serious, sir.
And you got photos?
Oh, tons of them.
Yeah, but the camera.
But yeah, it's not exactly one.
Oh, Marv.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, but Marv, are you running right now? Is that what's going on?
Well, I mean, what? No, not exactly. Sorry, well, yeah, there's some guys I think maybe chasing me.
Well, what kind of guys?
Just a little bit. Hold on a sec. No biggie. Okay. Also, there's this weird symbol burned into the ground right by the barrier. You know, on the other side of the barrier, you know, to Dreamland.
There's a symbol burned into the ground?
Burned into the ground.
And you shot a picture?
On said camera.
Well, the camera I bought you that got smashed with the alien...
Look, I remember what it looked like. I'm drawing it. I'm doing a line drawing of it right now.
Fax it over, Marv!
I am. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
I'm hitting... I'm hitting send right now.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
hitting
Oh,
send.
good.
Come on, guys. Come on over.
Oh, we
Back
got-
over.
Marvin! Oh my God, Marv! No, Marvin! Oh God, I weep for you, Marvin. Oh dear Lord, Marv, our spy from Area 51. But Tanya, is that fax coming in? Are we getting the fax?
Yeah, I see something
Oh
coming
my
through.
God, look at that! You know what? That looks kind of like one of those glyphs, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's got some kind of numerical code on the bottom. Oh my God, look at that! You know, this for television. I asked you to hold that up in front of the camera, but we're on the radio. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tape that. It looks like one of those glyphs, one of those. I'm going to tape it to the front door of Radio Harvest. If you can find the building we're in, that glyph will be taped to the front door by the time this show is over, and you can check out that. That's the second glyph I'm giving, folks. I've given you a hint about fresh air. I've given you a hint about La Manzana Grande, about a touristy place in New York City. Monday, where you'll be able to see a glyph. We've got a glyph right here in the studio. We're going to tape it to our front door, and you're going to get a chance. You can come here and get that glyph if you can figure out where this studio is. And it's not just a studio; it's a company, and that company is called
Radio Harvest. But don't knock.
Folks,
Look how cool that looks.
We are taping the. Can we get somebody
Dan,
to tape
look.
that? Luis, can you get somebody to tape that glyph over there right now? I want to make sure that whoever gets in goes to get that. All right, folks. You ask, I answer, folks. I've got answers to all of your questions. We're going to take a couple more calls, and then I'm going to shut everybody down. If you're on the line, stay on the line. I'm going to shut you down personally because this show is getting on the road. Okay, Tanya, give me a call.
Line 2, Kinetic from Pittsburgh.
Kinetic from Pittsburgh. Let's hear it.
Hey, password.
Hey, now are you truly kinetic? I mean, are you in perpetual motion? Are you like an electron or perhaps a potron? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Do you have gold teeth, Kinetic?
Kinetic?
Yes. Are you indeed kinetic from Pittsburgh?
No.
Oh my God, that
Are you
riff!
Pittsburgh from Connecticut?
It's hard to find good screeners, man.
Oh my God, that riff was for naught. Screeners? Do we even have screeners, folks? This is an underground broadcast. What do you got for me, folks? Come on, let's hear it.
I want to know who I can trust, DJ Dan. You keep telling me who I can't trust. I want to know who can I trust.
There is only one thing in this world that you can trust, my friend. There is only one true thing that is a constant for each and every one of us, and that is shutdown. That's right, folks. Trust no one. The man in black said it. The cigarette-smoking man said it. I'm telling you, trust no one. The only thing you can trust is that beautiful, mellifluous, mechanical sound that says, I've thrown you off the airwaves. Let's take another call. Who do we have?
Line 11, Stephen from Missouri.
Is this actually Stephen from Missouri? Are you live with DJ Dan?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my God. We actually got it right. That's outstanding. So, what do you got for me?
Well, Dan, I got a conspiracy to propose to you, man.
To propose to... Well, it's been about 3 hours since I got a proposal. Let's hear it. What
You
got?
make the conspiracy.
Well, here's something we've been talking about. What if Alvar Hanzo isn't a real person?
What if
he's just a nameplate? What if he's just a face that they put the Hanzo Foundation to?
Well, then who do you think is the guy in the building, in that wonderful modernistic building in Narvik?
Who do you think's in the video?
I don't...
What I'm saying. What if it's two different people? What if we got multiple people playing Hanzo Foundation people? What if somebody hasn't been found for the
So basically, this whole conspiracy to you is basically some sort of Scandinavian version of the movie Dave, where Kevin Kline plays the president, and then he plays a auto salesman who looks like the president? I don't think so. Shut down! Folks, come on. Life ain't a movie, okay? If anything, life is a radio show, and a damn fine one. You know what? Let's clear out the phone lines. We're almost at the end here. If you've been hanging out on the line, I think you deserve to be shut down personally. Give me some.
Rapid fire shutdown.
That's right, folks. I'm shutting you down. Who do we have on the line?
Line 4, Paul from Santa Monica.
Paul, is that you?
Huh?
Is that you, Paul?
Yeah.
Shut down.
What?
Okay. It's rapid fire shutdown. If you're on the line, that's all I can give you at this point. It's just a beautiful, lovely, constant of the universe shutdown. Give me another line.
Line 2, Matza from the Dots.
Matza from the Dots?
Hello?
Yes, shut down. All right, let's get another one. Who else do we have here?
Line 7, Garrett from Tulsa.
Garrett from Tulsa, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Shut down. Okay.
Line 16, Monty from San something.
Monty, are you on the line?
I am indeed.
Shut down.
Thanks for staying up.
That's right. Who else do we have?
Line 10, Lauren from Fort Myers, Florida.
Fort Myers. Lauren, are you there? Lauren, are you there?
Yo, what's up? How's it going?
Okay, I'm really sorry that I have to do this to you, but I'm running out of time, and I got to shut you down. Shut down. Oh, okay. Who do we have next?
Line 6, Dark Mark with Rachel Blake's refugee from San Francisco.
Oh, shut you down.
Shut down. That's right. Who else do we have?
Line 9, KM Duke from San Francisco.
KM Duke, are you there? Shutty down. I've shut you down now. Okay, and finally.
Line 5, Jose.
Jose, where are you from, Jose? Jose, are you there?
Oh, this is actually Jace.
Oh, this is actually who?
This is Jace.
Oh, Jace.
Jace.
I'm
Jace,
sorry,
I'm so
Jace.
sorry you macerated your name like that, especially since I have to shut you down. Folks, you know what? I'd like to actually get to a little something that I like to call Where is Alvar? You've all heard me play Where is Alvar? I think I want to play... Oh, my God. There's somebody knocking on the door, folks. What the hell's going on? Wait! Oh my God! I'm looking out the window, and folks, they're wearing those pastel-colored suits. Oh my God! It's the Hansel Foundation. They're here at Harvest Radio. Oh my God! Tanya, grab the amp. Johnny, grab the mics. Reese, shut down the AC. Leonardo, pack the easel up. Fabrice, turn off the camera. Simon, where's the van? Julie, get the espresso maker. Folks, I'm DJ Dan. They're coming after me. Shut down the man. Rachel Blake, never lose faith. Ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. I'm DJ Dan. Tanya, Louise, Johnny, shutting down the man.
Not just shutting down the man, Johnny.
Yes?
I said, not just shutting down the man.
I heard you the first time, DJ Dan. Why are you staring at me? Okay, fine. Music, please. Coming to you live from the prediction predicted to follow the final prediction of Nostradamus. It's DJ Dan shutting down the man. Special edition.
That's right, Tanya. Special edition. I'm feeling special.
Special.
I'm feeling like I'm drinking lemonade on a slip and slide through one of those twisty straws they had when you were a kid. Tanya?
And you were in your 30s.
Oh, Tanya. That was a freebie, Ton. Next crack's going to come out of your check.
I get a check.
Oh, Tanya. You know the straws I'm talking about, Tanya. The ones that wrap around you like sunglasses, cooling and refreshing you even before your drink reaches your parched palate and makes you want to sing.
Oh, Lord.
I said makes you want to sing in your mellifluous flowing baritone voice.
Not good.
All right. Maybe the soothing sounds of my golden voice aren't what the people need right now. After all, I'm here to incite. Can I have an amen?
Amen.
Can I get a witness? Back to topic.
Witness.
I know you're all wondering, what makes tonight's show so special? What could it be? Tanya, do you have a guess?
Pluto's demotion to dwarf planet?
Tanya, enough with the dwarf planet stuff. I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. It's a conspiracy. Wrapped in a hoax perpetrated by the man. Anyone worth his frozen sea salt knows that Pluto is neither a planet, a dwarf planet, a little planet, or a gnome planet. It's a Sentry base station conveniently dropped into orbit by the Procelians from Alpha Centauri. And Lords of Kol will help us when that power coupling between said base station and its so-called moon is repaired and the Procelians spot our juicy blue backyard. But once again, could you possibly guess what kind of special guest would make the show so very special?
Ralph Macchio time warped in from 1984.
Wrong! Johnny, sweep the leg! Conspiracy Spies, many of you already know, but for those of you who don't, we have Rachel Blake. I'll say it again, Rachel Blake. You know what? Johnny's going to say it. Johnny?
Rachel Blake. Persephone.
Conspiracy Spy of the Year, hacker extraordinaire, videographer of vigilance, the painter of life. No, wait, that's Thomas Kincaid. The light of my life, my PYT, my bride-to-be, a crusader against the unspeakable evils of my arch nemesis,
the Hanzo Foundation.
Rachel Blake, folks. I don't know where she is, but she'll be here live tonight to answer the questions we've been dying to ask. Questions like, what is the deal with Alvar Hanso's beard? Are those stylish hair follicles in fact made of weapons-grade plutonium? Only Rachel knows. She's going to be calling in later tonight. I don't know when. Stay tuned, right here on RadioHarvest.com. I can't wait, but why don't we go ahead and start off the show with a little segment that I like to call
Conspiracy Spies in the News.
Yes. Tanya, can I have the first headline, please?
Bagora, Leprechaun's theme park for Jackson.
Hey, Bagora.
Looks like Michael Jackson has taken a liking to the wee folk of Ireland. The Thriller singer who left the U.S. for the Mideast following his acquittal on sex charges has been spending time on the Emerald Isle recently and is looking into buying an estate there, possibly a castle, according to reports. What's more, he's supposedly interested in opening up a leprechaun-inspired theme park.
Conspiracy! For starters, enough with the theme parks. You want a theme park, pal? Pull back that veil and try the man in the mirror. But back to the conspiracy, folks. Now, folks, I've been talking about this for years, but has anyone else noticed in Michael Jackson's videos and movies, rainbows everywhere? What is the deal? The cover of Moonwalker? Rainbow. Captain EO? Spreading the rainbows. And why, Johnny? Johnny?
Leprechauns?
Leprechauns.
Leprechauns.
Leprechauns. Jacko is in bed with the leprechauns. No pun intended. How else do you think he does that move, the lean? Come on, folks. I tried it once, and you know what they called it? The fall. Next!
Gurney, Illinois, from the AP. Why wait in line when you can just eat a cockroach? That's the question Six Flags Great America is asking thrill seekers during a Halloween-themed Fright Fest. The amusement park is daring customers to eat a live Madagascar hissing cockroach in exchange for unlimited line-jumping privileges.
Scam. This is not the first one the roaches have tried to pull on us, folks. Conspiracy Spice, if you know anything about roaches, you'll know that no matter how much you chew, how much you stomp, you just can't kill them. It's impossible. They can't die. They are the oldest things on the planet, older than dirt, older than water, older than gravity. Why do you think the dinosaurs died out? Don't eat the roaches, people. That's what they want. A way in. I'm afraid pretty soon you'll be seeing a seventh flag flying in Gurney. That's right. The twisted flag of the roach. Johnny, can I have an Imperial March here for a second?
Yes. Dun, 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 dun.
The twisted flag of the Roach Empire.
Dun, 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 dun.
Very good. Next headline.
Power companies give squirrels a jolt.
Woohoo!
Allentown, Pennsylvania, from the AP. Shocking news. Squirrels and power lines don't mix. The cute but pesky rodents are a leading cause of unplanned outages. They chew through power lines, fry themselves by completing electrical circuits, and generally wreak havoc on power grids. The Zap Shield is an $11 polymer disc that arrived on the market some 3 years ago and delivers a non-lethal electrostatic jolt to any varmint touching it.
Varmint! Hoax! Folks, this one's serious. I just want you all to sit down here. Sit down if you're standing up, please. Mom, that's right. We all know that gamma rays do some pretty awful things, Meg. We know what it did to Bruce Banner. That's right. They turned him into Lou Ferrigno. Bill Bixby, gamma rays, Lou Ferrigno. And I'll be the first to tell you, for the squirrel DNA, it don't take that much. That's right. We're going to have the furry, flying, killer green death machines chomping at our throats. I say caveat squirreless, my friends. Better a dead squirrel than a deadly super squirrel. Don't say DJ Dan didn't warn you. Next headline, Tanya.
Super squirrel.
Phone telepathy. You knew it was true. Norwich, England, Reuters. Many people have experienced the phenomenon of receiving a telephone call from someone shortly after thinking about them. Now a scientist says he has proof of what he calls telephone telepathy. Rupert Sheldrake, whose research is funded by the respected Trinity College of Cambridge, said on Tuesday he had conducted experiments that proved that
all right. This is
precognition
scam. Folks, I get it. You're saying, whoa, what is this about face? Is DJ Dan refuting telepathy? But I'm not refuting telepathy. What I'm saying is any study done by a guy named Rupert is obviously tainted. Tanya, wasn't Rupert Sheldrake the name of the character that Fred McMurray played in The Apartment?
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's false. It's a scam, and I'm shutting it down. We all know this. We grew up learning this. It's a scientific fact that Ruperts receive 90% of their phone calls from their mothers. That ain't telepathy, folks. Rupert sat by the phone, thought, Mom! And then, oh my God! A call from Mom! And my name is Rupert! That's right,
Rupert Sheldrake.
That's right, Rupert Sheldrake. Hi, Rupert, it's Mom! Did you eat your beans today? This ain't telepathy, folks. It's creepy. It's creepy, but it ain't telepathy. Give me another headline, Tanya. I'm sick of this, Rupert. Jesus.
Shanghai. It's a big pajama party.
Ooh.
Shanghai, Reuters. People wearing pajamas in public, still a common sight in Shanghai, is one of the most irritating aspects of life in China's biggest city, according to an opinion poll of residents.
Conspiracy. You want to know what's going on in Shanghai? 2 words. Pod people. Next.
The Lost Experience ends September 24th. The multi-platform interactive phenomenon, The Lost Experience, will come to a climactic close on September 24th with a live worldwide radio internet broadcast hosted by the renegade DJ
Wait
Dan.
a minute. Read me a little more. What's it say there? What does it say there?
It says that you are hosting.
Oh my God! You know, Tanya, this really bothers me. Every day for the past 5 months, I have had to get up in the morning and stare at headlines calling my life a work of fiction. And just listen to this ball of lies they're chucking at our heads on the famed geek-out internet site, the Lostpedia. That's right, it's a wiki site. A character in the Lost Experience, DJ Dan hosts a podcast about various subjects relating to the experience, including the Hanso Foundation and its many projects. Oh, it goes on. According to this, we're all characters. Every one of us sitting in this room, apparently created by some screenwriter named Jordan Rosenheimer, and that yippin' yappin' slob of a nerf herder, Javier Grillo Marksuch. I mean, have you seen this guy? He's like some sort of half-man, half-bear creature with those beady eyes and that high tin pot voice. I have half a mind to make him. Johnny, I need it. Give it to me.
Give you what? Oh, that, the mythical beastie of the day.
Yeah, take that, Mark Such. But I'll come back to that. Because, Tanya, you know what this does to me?
Oh, no.
You know how this makes me feel?
Please, Dan, spare us.
The voices are dancing in my head, and I need to just...
Let it out!
Don't you get it, people? The Lost Experience is a hoax, a conspiracy, and a scam all rolled up into one. These small-minded people, these executives and executive producers and non-writing executive producers and writing executive producers and directing producers and supervising producers and co-producers, they have the gall to believe they can put one over on you and me, the consumer. They have the sheer contempt to believe all it takes to hide the truth about their relationship to that nefarious organization, that VW bug full of evil clowns, the people I call my arch nemesis.
The Hanso Foundation.
They believe all it takes to hide the truth about their support for Thomas Mittelwerk and Alvar Hanso, and all their evil schemes is to wrap it up in a pretty bow and call it, quote, the Lost Experience. Well, I'm not going to take it lying down, conspiracy spies. Can't you see? It's sleight of hand. It's the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, was convincing the world he didn't exist. Well, folks, ABC has one-upped him, and they gave him his own TV show. What better way to obscure the truth than to put it on TV? Nobody with half a brain believes anything they see on TV is real, right? Not even the reality shows. So, of course, my life, your life, Rachel Blake's life. And if that wasn't what they're relying on, if Lost isn't real, then the Lost Experience isn't real, right? And Rachel Blake isn't, and Hanso, and the Foundation, and Mittelwerk, nor his plot to kill 30% of the human race. Well, that's just fine and dandy, but it ain't the truth. It's about control, conspiracy spies. The Merovingian had their number. They take me, they take Rachel, and there we are, threatening their very existence. So they pull out Bobby Ewing. That's right. You wake up to find ABC and Lost standing in your shower telling you that the fight you've been fighting, the evil you've been outing, it's all part of a game. It's just a fiction dreamed up by Javier Grillo Marksuch and Jordan Rosenkrantz.
Dan, I think it's Rosenberg.
Rosenheimer, Rosenbrook, Birkenstock, it doesn't matter. If anyone is a figment of anyone's imagination, it's this writer, this Jordan Rosenbaum.
Berg.
Dreamed up by Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse. And like our good friend Rachel said, they should be ashamed. So now I guess anything in your life you want to pretend isn't real, you can just call it the blank experience, right? Like I had 8 donuts today. Maybe it's just the Kruller experience. It's not going to show up in my butt tonight. No, not at all.
Oh,
that exists in reality right now. It's like saying, hey, going to a Cubs game with Johnny. That exists in reality, but now it's an experience. It's the cut Johnny off by the 5th inning experience. And winning means Johnny can drive himself home.
Clean and sober.
You see what I'm getting at? Life is not entertainment, people. Life is life. The stakes are real. If the Hanso Foundation gets away with what it's doing, 1/3 of my audience vanishes. Now I can hear you thinking it, conspiracy spies. DJ Dan, prove it. Prove to us that you're real. Well, ask yourselves, if I were truly a fictional character, an overweight fictional character such as I am, with a professed love for powdered donuts, would I really have cut those bastards out of my diet? Would I? No! Because fictional characters don't worry about their fictional health. If I wasn't real, would I really settle for this home-delivered, fat-restricted, carb-counted, sugar-stripped, nasty, disgusting, wheat germ, bulgur, parsley-filled, yeah, I said parsley, Tanya, and you know how I feel about parsley, starch-free, tasteless hockey puck of a diet plan? So I can somehow convince my blushing, now paling in revulsion bride to look at me in my boxers without suppressing a giggle? If I wasn't real, would I not have cast 2 adorable, gorgeous child actors to play my kids? Would they not have the eyes of Jack and the cheekbones of Sawyer? I can't even find their damn cheekbones. Reality, my friends, is pain and worry and struggle. But the struggle, my friends, the work to free ourselves from the bonds of the man, that is our freedom, that is our joy, and there is no freedom in delusion. There is no freedom on your couch, except for right now, I'm bringing the fight to your couch. I'm bringing the, quote, lost experience, a.k.a. the harsh truth of reality, to your doorstep. You know what a wise man once said?
There's only one man wiser than I, and that man is DJ Dan.
And that man was me.
How can you argue with that? Conspiracy Spies, we're here on RadioHarvest.com. The Hansel Foundation tried jamming us earlier today. We have thwarted them. We are on. Well, I'm going to come back. I'm going to take your calls. I want to hear your thoughts, your rants, your raves.
Coming to you live from the bridge of the Battlestar Conspiracy spot. Can we do that again, DJ Dan?
Let's try that again.
Okay, here we go. Coming to you live from the bridge of the Battlestar Conspiracy Spy, it's DJ Dan, shutting down the man, and now my good, close, personal friend, DJ Dan.
It wouldn't be a DJ Dan broadcast without at least one false start, would it, Johnny?
I don't know what you're talking about. That was perfect!
Exactly, it was fantastic. And now, if you're hearing spooky music, you know what that spooky means, don't you? Tanya, what do you think that music means?
We got our budget cut again?
Yeah, sure sounds like it, doesn't it? But no, one of these days, Tanya, to the dwarf moon of the dwarf planet Pluto. To the moon of Pluto!
The dwarf moon of Pluto.
Yeah, that's not its name. It's Chiron or
Chiron.
Could be, is it Chiron?
Charbroiled.
Folks, but let's not forget the topic here. The topic is, why are we hearing this incredible mellifluous music?
Oh, music.
That can only mean it's time for our...
Area 51 update.
That's right, Conspiracy Spies. It's time to find out what's happening at Dreamland, Groom Lake, Watertown Strip. You may know it as Area 51, but any way you slice it, it's time to get old Marvin the Earthling on the line.
He's walking into our studios now.
Marv?
Hi, guys.
Marv?
Oh, you got a shoe rule? I'll just go ahead and take him off.
Marvin, what are you doing here? You can't leave Area 51 in the hands of the man. I mean, they could be planning extraterrestrial landings and takeovers, and they could be turning the frickin' Mojave. Is it the Mojave?
Yeah, it's the Mojave. Yeah.
Okay, well, they could be turning into a giant Zen rock garden for all we know. They could be planning on taking out Vegas. Tanya, get Cirque du Soleil on the line. Stat!
Did those people even talk?
Marvin, I'm busy here. Rachel Blake is going to be calling in a few minutes.
But listen. But what I'm saying, DJ Dan, is, what with the space-time continuum, quantum leap, funkitude, and all the weird machines they got out there at Area 51. What I'm saying is, what if I still am at Area 51 and here at the same time? And what if I'm about to be calling you right about...
Dan, we've got Marvin the Earthling on line 4. Marvin, go...
No, put him on! Shut down! Haven't you people, has nobody here seen Time Cop? If Marvin there talks to Marvin here, then over the phone we're talking massive rip in the space-time continuum, the kind you can't fix with a Van Damme split.
Rippity-dippity-doo.
Well, phew. Thank God we got that in order. Jeepers. It's like the entire show's falling apart. Marv, as long as you're here, we better keep you here. You got any radio skills?
Nope. But I am, in fact, an expert on the lost experience.
A little something I like to call reality.
Right.
The so-called experience,
So, look, if you don't mind, I'll just sit over here in the corner, as quiet as Schrodinger's cat, and I will wait until my services are needed, DJ Dan.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, because Marvin the Earthling's an expert on this. If there's something I don't know, Marvin's going to know it, folks. So you just try and call us, and we'll see what happens, okay? Because I'm going to be taking your calls in a few minutes, okay? So, folks, you know what? I'm going to be opening up the phone lines. I want to talk about this so-called experience, about the Hansel Foundation, or rather, as I like to call them, my arch nemesis.
Oh, give me another second here.
All right, folks, let's try that again.
Hold on.
I'm going to be talking about my arch nemesis.
Hold on.
Well, folks,
you gotta have the music.
We're going to have your calls in here, folks. Okay, we're going to be talking about my arch nemesis.
The Hansel Foundation.
Wow, that was a long road for that date.
It was the music. I had to have my music.
Folks, here's the thing. You've seen the video. What does it mean? When is Rachel planning on releasing that? When is Thomas Werner Mittelberg planning on releasing that virus, okay? I want to know what's going on with that guy. Do the authorities know? I sent my completed version of that video to every government spook, stooge, official, and non-official I know. So far, not a peep. Is Mittelberg still running the joint? We haven't heard a thing from the Hansel Foundation since September 8th. Is Mittelberg on the run? Is he right? What do you guys think? I mean, if it's true we're all going to die in, say, 2012, the Mayans predicted an apocalypse then. Would it be the right thing to do to 30% of the population? Whatever's going on with this Mittelberg creep, I don't like it, folks. I feel like Tom's scared in the air vent with a flamethrower, and you can see on the radar the alien. It's getting closer and closer with the beeping and the booping and the beeping, and I don't like it. Oh, Lord, folks. Somebody give me a brown paper back. I'm going to take some calls. Who do we have on the line?
Line 15. Idan from...
Oh, Idan. We've
Idan.
lost Idan. Who else do we have?
Line 14, Mike from New York.
Is this Mike from New York? You're on the air with DJ Dan.
Yeah, this is Mike from New York. How you guys doing?
We have a call.
We have a call, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, we're doing great. We're just running on Mountain Dew and Red Bull. What are you running on?
I'm running on Pure Spirit to shut down the man.
Haha, excellent. So what can we do you for tonight? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm actually involved with this band. We're called the Aberlines.
The Aberlines?
Shameless self-promotion.
That's right. Yes, please use my airspace to promote your band, because that's what I live for.
No, listen, guys, my main message is we're here to shut down the man.
Right.
And what I need a favor from you, DJ Dan.
You need a favor from me. What do you need there?
I need you guys to send out some DJ Dan T-shirts so that everyone who sees us knows what we're all about.
All right, you know what? I'm sorry, but this is way too commercial even for me as I drink my Sprite and drive home in my Jeep Compass. I'm going to have to shut you down. Please talk to our screener. Thank you. Good night. Shut down. Next call. Who do we have?
Line 9, the Fox from San Diego.
The Fox from San Diego.
Hi.
Yes, hi, the Fox. How are you doing tonight, the Fox?
Improper syntax.
Hello, the Fox.
I'm doing pretty good. How's it going, man?
Well, so far so good. If you have a question or some kind of music for me that'll serve as content, I'll be even better. What you got?
I've got a question. I want to know,
yes.
I've taken many pictures of the Hanzo Foundation with my specially made camera here.
Oh, really?
But for some reason, every time I do, they look like stick figures, and I'm not quite sure why.
Shut down! They look like stick figures and you don't quite know why? I don't understand. What are you using, lomography? For the love of God, get a real camera, get a digital camera. I thought, wait, are you still on the air?
We shut him down.
I hope we shut him down. I could hear the Fox.
Would you like to shut him down again?
Let's shut him down again.
Shut him down.
Okay, the Fox, you're off the air. Okay, give me another call. Are you still on the air, the Fox?
Shut down, not working.
Mike, the entire show has gone to hell in a bucket, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot shut down the Fox. Perhaps he's an agent of the Hanzo Foundation. Let's have another call. Who do we have?
Line 13, Monty from New York.
Monty from New York. How you doing?
All right. Is this DJ Dan?
Monty, you know, last time I shut you down very rudely.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. I shut down a Monty.
You said my name and I was honored.
Oh, excellent. So, Monty, you are taking the expressway to my heart. What can I do for you tonight?
I have a question for you that appeals to the DJ side of your talent.
Excellent, excellent. A sadly underused side of my talent. Let's hear it.
All right. I'm dying to know where I can get a copy of Geronimo Jackson's original album, Magna Carta.
Well, you know, Geronimo Jackson Magna Carta is almost as rare as Keith Strutter's original album for his band, The Karma Imperative. We all know this.
Yes, we do. You mentioned that on the last broadcast.
I believe that it's actually an incredibly rare pressing. I mean, I don't know how many records were actually put out of the original Magna Carta. I mean, there's... Frankly, you know, I think, and I think we all know where at least one printing of that record is. Am I right, Monte?
I trust you, DJ Dan, but I normally live in San Francisco, and Haight-Ashbury cannot locate that album. I've tried.
You know, Monte, I don't know. You know, I think after this entire thing with the Hanzo Foundation has come to an appropriate conclusion, we're going to make it our life's mission to track down Geronimo Jackson. But until then, Monte, I'm going to have to shut you down.
DJ Dan.
No, you're on. You're still on. Come on, say it.
You're unshut.
No, we've shut him down. He's gone.
Oh, he's shut.
All right, folks, you know what? But you know what? Now that we've taken a couple of calls, you know what? I'm going to take another call. I'm feeling generous tonight. Let's do another one. What do we got?
Line 1, Mark from Toronto.
Mark from Toronto. What do we got for you? Mark from Toronto. You're on the air with DJ Dan.
A.
No, we don't have Mark from Toronto. Okay, let's get another call. Who do we have?
Kyle from Hudson, New Hampshire.
Kyle.
Line 7.
Kyle XY. Oh, wait, that's on another network.
Oh, he's got a dreamy belly button. No, dreamy blue eyes.
That's right. He doesn't have a belly button. Yes.
He has sans belly button.
Kyle, you're on the air with DJ Dan. What do you got to say to me? Kyle, you're on the air. You got anything? Oh, Kyle, we've made jokes about a TV show in your name, and you're not even there. Give me another call. Who do we have?
Line 14, Joe from Oregon.
Joe from Oregon. Joe, you're on the air with DJ Dan live.
Joe?
Well, Joe's family's having a big party listening to DJ Dan. I'm here.
Yeah, we're having a huge party.
Well, Joe, what can I do for you? I'm DJ Dan. You're Joe.
Right on. This is Hector, and we've got a special guest here to talk to you. DJ Lena has got some questions for you.
Well, let's hear the questions for the love of God.
He has his own guests.
Hello, Lena. How are you doing?
Hey, Dan. What's up?
Not much. It'll get a lot better when you tell me what you got. I need content. Come on. It's all greetings
Well, I
and
was wondering
shit.
if I could expose you.
Yes,
Ooh.
you can expose me. Really.
Please do not.
There's kids
Sitting right across
You
from
do not
him.
want to see that.
We have kids in the studio, for the love of God. What do you got for me?
Speaker told me he passed the word along.
Well, what did Speaker tell you about what word? Tell me what you got. I need to hear something from you. What's going on?
Well, I think that you're full of bull, myself. I think you wagged the dog.
I think I wagged the... You think I wagged... You know what I wagged? I wagged the shutdown!
Oh, you want the shutdown.
That's right. I wagged nothing! Give me another call!
Chuck from Austin.
Chuck from Austin.
Line
Chuck,
9.
Line 9. Let's hear from Chuck. Chuck from Austin.
Whoa!
Whoa! Happy there. Turn it down, buddy. Nice shooting there, Tex. What you got?
A little loud over here.
That's right.
Hey, this is Chuck from Austin over here.
Hi, Chuck from Austin.
Actually, his name.
Yes, let's hear it. What you got for me? Chuck?
Chuck.
Did we cut Chuck? Chuck!
Chuck.
Let's get an ambulance over there.
Oh, my God. We've lost... Oh, God, they got Chuck. Hanso Foundation guy. I didn't even shut this guy down.
Go ahead.
Okay, screeners, if Chuck calls again, I need to talk to Chuck. I want to know what Chuck from Austin had to say. But, folks, you know these calls lead me to one thing. I'd like to talk to you something about this. They're creamy. They're chocolicious. They're full of messages from Rachel Blake. But if you're like me, Conspiracy Spies, he knows that somewhere in the back of your mind that something's just not right with scarfing down 4 Apollo bars in 26 seconds. I mean, even I know when I've crossed the line. And the reason? Hidden addictive substances, mind control substances, not listed in the wrapper of your Apollo bar. That's right, folks. It's time for a little something that I like to call...
Top 5 mind control substances in the Apollo bar.
That's right, folks. Things that are not listed. We looked at some reports. We did some analyses, folks. And we got our resident PhD, Luis, to analyze the scintillating Apollo chocolate. He's also our roadie. And you're never going to believe the ingredients he found. Lyman. Number 5, Lyman. No surprise here. Lyman, practically invented by the Apollo Candy Company. It is a conspiracy by the Hansel Foundation. Those of you who have been following the work of Dr. Hackett may remember he split over a Lyman-related dispute with Dr. Mittelbeck. Number 4.
Xanthan gum.
I knew it! I don't know what this is. I don't know what it does. It might be an emulsifier. It might be a viscosifier. You ask me, it sounds like something out of a Pierce Anthony novel. But Lord knows the man likes to write about mind control. Number 3.
Parsley.
No! This can't be! Tanya! Who put parsley on the list? You know how I feel about parsley. Louise? Wasn't it worse, Louise?
Maybe it was Jordan Rosenberg.
Rosenheimer. Number 2. Now this makes sense. This makes all the sense in the word.
Donut extract.
Very addictive. I should know, but on the plus side, recent studies show donut extract cures baldness.
DJ Dan was in the control group.
Oh, shut up. Finally. I don't know how they did it. I don't know why they did it, but somewhere between my 3rd and 4th bars, I couldn't shake the feeling that old Jamie Farr was dancing around in my head. That's right. The most prevalent secret mind control ingredient in the Apollo bar is season 1 of MASH. I'll hand it to those evil Hansel scientists. They're good. If you don't believe me, just try it yourself. Take a bite of your Apollo bar right now and tell me you don't see clinger and drag. You can't. You can't.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
We have all seen the Sri Lanka video. Some of us spent weeks trying to put that little sucker together. We've all seen the lecture that Mittelbeck gave. We know all about the numbers in the Valence-Eddy equation. Johnny's been getting a lot of email, a lot of frantic messages. So's Tanya.
Keep them coming.
You know what? Everybody wants to know one thing. They want to know, what should I do if I encounter the numbers? Folks, first of all, do not put the numbers in a song, a rap, or a mashup. Fenris, my eyes are on you. You should know by now the numbers are sensitive. All you'll do is enrage them and remind them how they were cut off from the first round of American Idol tryouts last year. I mean, when the only good thing Paula can say is she likes her choice of bowler and spats, then perhaps she should continue her day job as a representational string of values, representing the core environmental and human factors of the Valence-Eddy equation. Ooh, that's got to be a blow. Folks, number 2, do not ask for a photograph. Do not ask for an autograph. If you're going to compliment them, don't just talk about the numbers early work, and by all means, do not talk about 23's gambling problem. That's between 23 and 42. 3.
If they're in a fortune cookie, do not eat the cookie. In fact, you may want to reconsider the whole meal. I'm talking ipecac, people.
Ipecac.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be too careful. If you find the numbers in a fortune cookie, folks, that meal's a rental, not a purchase, if you know what I'm saying. Number 4, if you're a freshman in high school and the numbers just happen to be your locker combination, transfer. You're in for a world of swirlies, my little friend. You're on the express train to Farmer Ted country. And if you're a senior and the freshman whose locker you decided to steal and use for your own is a combination that's the numbers, pick a different kid, okay? You're about to become Chet, if you know what I'm saying. And 5, if you happen to see these numbers appear on a receipt for your signature, do not sign it. Whatever it was you bought, return it. Run out of the store screaming. And if it was a meal?
If it's a meal?
Yes, ipecac.
Ipecac. Oh, ipecac.
It's only Johnny's favorite word. What is that word, Johnny?
Ipecac.
That's right. Little
DJ Dan?
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, what a surprise. Little known fact. Meals prepared with the numbers have been scientifically proven to contain near fatal levels of riboflavin. And finally, if you encounter the numbers on a broadcast telling you what to do if you encounter the numbers, you have only one alternative. Open your window right now and shout it into the night. Conspiracy Unite! That's right! I want you to go to your windows. I want you to open those windows. I want you to stick your head out. I want you to say, man, my life has value. I want you to say, Conspiracy Unite! Then we'll deal with the government. Then we'll deal with the television. But first, you've got to get mad. You've got to go out. You've got to go out and open the window and shout, Conspiracy Unite! Conspiracy Unite!
Plagiarized concept.
Oh, my God, folks. I swear that Howard Beale is a guru, is a life coach to me. You know what, folks? Now that I've yelled it like that at you, I feel like I need a little bit of what we in the business refer to as vocal rest. So what are we going to do? There's a little segment here that I like to call...
Johnny recaps the Lost Experience.
That's right, folks. While I go guzzle down a little more Red Bull, I feel that some of you may not entirely know what's been going on in reality, a.k.a. the Lost Experience, as those stooges at ABC will have you call it. That's right, folks. So in order for you to catch up on what I'm talking about, Johnny, our very own announcer Johnny, who's more than a little hopped up on the Lagavulin, is going to recap the entire experience for you. So, folks, without further ado, Johnny, take her away.
Wednesday night. I wish DJ Dan would be nicer to me. Hey, it's my favorite show, Lost. A phone number for the Hanso Foundation? I'd better dial it. Who are these strange people on these voicemails? Breaking Strain? Persephone? Who is this girl? Wow, what a great website. Nice music. Hi, Jupe. Hey, put away those teeth. My name is Johnny. Hey, look, the screen's talking to me. Breaking Strain? Did I spell that right? Whoa, what's happening to my screen? No, I refuse to believe these executives are corrupt. Not you too, Dick Cheever! Dick Cheever! Middlework isn't really a doctor. The Vic Institute? Organ harvesting? An electromagnetic antenna? Maybe these Hanso people aren't so good after all. Save Jupe! Save him! Save that monkey! Yeah, where is Alvar? What's that sound? Alarms? Alarms! Persephone? Persephone, where are you? Hey, what a nice travel blog. Wait a minute. Is this Rachel Blake really Persephone? Yes, I would like some pizza. I'm hungry. Careful, Rachel. Oops. Ooh, maps. Alvar Hanso's grandfather, captain of the Black Rock. Hide, Rachel! Hide in the closet! Not with the iron! Was that really necessary? Xander's lying. Don't believe him. Hieroglyphics? Valenzetti? An exchange transfusion? That is gross. Gidget Girl was Darla? Poor Darla. Gunshots! Run! Run! That's right. Use the glasses cam. I don't like the dark. Was that a roach on the sink? The Helgus Antonius? Quarantine Sri Lanka? The Spider Protocol? Hey, who's that girl yelling at the Lost panel? She's beautiful. Oh, it's Rachel. Hanso exposed. Who is this Mr. Beardy fellow? It's Alvar Hanso. Middlework wants to kill us all. The numbers. Ah! Ah! Yes, I would like an Apollo bar. I love parsley.
Folks, that was the entire text of reality, also known as the Lost Experience, by none other than our very own Announcer Johnny. And folks, we're going to give Announcer Johnny a little bit of what I like to call vocal rest. That's right, he's going into a closet. We're going to put a warm towel around his aching throat. And while I do that, I'm going to take a couple of questions from DJ Dan's mailbag. That's right, let's hear what you got. Tanya, give me a question.
From Kyle.
Kyle. Kyle XY with the dreamy blue eyes and no belly button. Yes.
DJ Dan, just how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll?
108. Next.
Wow. Really? DJ Dan from Rev Job.
Rev Job. I had a Rev Job earlier today. It was delightful. But we're not going to talk about that. Yes, go ahead.
My question is, who's in the sights of your sawed-off journalistic shotgun next? You and Rachel have already blown the Hanso Foundation out of the water. So who's next on your hit list?
You want to know who I'm going after? If we take the Hanso Foundation down, I'll take you who I'm going to go after. The Children's Television Workshop. That's right, the CTW. You've all been hearing the rumors. Cookie Monster, my personal idol, the blue creature I worship for much of my adult and child life, is being turned into the Veggie Monster in some kind of effort to get kids to eat more GMOs. Folks, C is for Cookie. That's good enough for me. Next!
From Bojangles.
Bojangles!
DJ Dan, you rule.
Woo, well, of course I do. Thank you, Bo. May I call you Bo?
I can't help but wonder what a genius like you might know about the mysteries of life. Let me just ask, what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life. Well, try to get in a good book now and then, try to avoid fatty foods, and try to get together with people of all different races, creeds, and colors. Next.
From Mr. Molders.
Mr. Molders.
To the real ones, DJ Dan and Tanya. We've all been waiting, and now Rachel Blake promises to tell the whole truth about Hanso.
That's right, folks. She's going to be here. She's calling me. I'm telling you. I know this for a fact.
But wait, what if Rachel is the man? Are you tough enough to rip out your sugar-coated feelings and to shut her down?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This question is ripping the fabric of space-time all around me. I don't know what I would do if Rachel was the man. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, God. What would I... Children's Television Workshop. I'm going after them. Did I say that? Did I say that already? That's what I do. That'd be all that.
We all heard you, Dan.
All right. All right. You know what? I've had it with these emails. They don't have that personal touch that I like. You know, I like kind of reaching out and touching. Let's take a phone call. Who do we have on the line?
Line 15, Bill from Frederick, Maryland.
Bill. Bill, this is DJ Dan. Are you on the line?
Hello. How's it going?
It's going great, Bill. If you have questions, musings, or answers, I'd be very happy to hear them.
Well, this is Elmer 07 from the Lost Experience Clues. Anyway.
Oh, excellent. So you're part of this so-called alternate reality? You're playing into it? Come on, man. Why don't you call it the reality clues, okay? What do you got to say? Come on, let's hear it.
Well, I've been wondering if Rachel really is Persephone.
You know what? When she shows up here, I'm going to put a rest to that once and for all, okay? I believe that this woman is Persephone. I know this to be a fact. I've talked to her about it. She's going to talk to me about it in mere minutes.
Do you think she's the original Persephone, though?
I think that there's really only one person. Look, this is a woman who's on a very focused quest right here. I mean, I don't think only one. I think this is something that only one person does. I think this is an act of obsession bordering on beautiful, seductive mania, in fact. Okay? And I think that Rachel orchestrated this whole thing. I think I've already given my theory in one of my live broadcasts when I have said that just because Rachel maybe isn't as good at the espionage stuff, okay, doesn't mean that she's not a great hacker, okay, or vice versa. I think that there's, I think that you have to be fair about the fact that not everybody's skill set at every point of their life is going to be exactly the greatest. Why do you think she's not Persephone?
I think the original Persephone was the one that was, originally hacking the site and everything, and perhaps Hanso was getting too close to her, and so Rachel decided to come out and say that she was Persephone, so that the other Persephone could,
I'm not going to shut you down. I would shut down normally anybody who calls. I shut down every call. I'm just going to say I will ask Rachel that myself when she's here in a little while, okay? That's what I'm going to do. Thank you very much for your call. Next call. Who else do we have?
Line 7, Joe from Bristol.
Joe from Bristol. Bristol, Oregon, or are we talking about Bristol and Blythe, my friend?
Connecticut.
Bristol, Connecticut. Oh, I thought you were one of our friends from across the pond, but I still love you dearly. What you got for me, boy?
I have a question for you, DJ Dan. How's it feel?
How's what feel?
Being shut down.
You know what? Can I just say something?
Yes, go ahead.
He didn't have the sound effect, so that's not an official shutdown.
You know how it feels? Not as good as if you were able to say, shut down.
Well, apparently I don't have the sound effect.
Wait, there it
either.
is. There it is.
Oh, well, you know what? A man has gotten his vengeance on me. Oh, no. I'm crushed. I'm so crushed. I've been shut down. It's the worst thing ever. Put somebody else on, for the love of God. My God.
Line 16, Jeff from New Jersey.
Okay, now, Chuck from Austin, if you're out there, please call me. I want to know what you have to say. Jeff, you're on with
how's it
DJ
going?
Dan. It's going great.
Good.
It's going. What do you think I'm on? There was a rumor on the internet that I was apparently on crystal meth. Well, I'm not on crystal meth. What do you think I'm taking?
I think you're taking a lot of Red Bull.
I'm taking a lot of Red Bull. That's right.
But that's great, though.
I'm dancing with the bull that is red. My friend, what do you got for me?
First, I just want to tell Johnny he did an awesome job with that recap. That was hilarious.
Well, you know, Johnny, Angry Johnny. That's right. We love the man.
And I'm right back at you, son.
Johnny summarizes everything for me, actually. I've had him summarize the Old Testament he can do, actually, in less than 30 seconds. It's spectacular. So what
Not a big reader.
No. What do you got for me, Jeff? Let's hear it.
I wanted to know what you thought of that about the Valenzetti equation. Do you think it's real? And if it is, do you think we can avoid the end of the world?
You know what? I don't know if we can avoid the end of the world, but I think this equation is real. And the fact is, I think it's about high time that the Hansel Foundation release their iron grip on Gary Troop's book and on the equation itself. I think it's very clear that if a single executive of the Hansel Foundation can be moved to mobilize to destroy a third of the world's population with a virus because of what this equation has to say, then the only place where I'll give Thomas Werner Mittelwerk any credit is to say, if he believes it, then maybe we should look at it. And I think that's the whole point of this entire thing. If this thing is real, if this thing exists, it should be out there, it should be seen by everybody. It shouldn't just be something that a few fat cats, Swedes, or Danes, or whatever the hell they are going to hold on to, while we, the rest of them, wait for them to save our lives. That's all I'm saying about that.
Rock on.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your call. Let's take one more call, and then we're going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart before we take a break. Let's take another call.
Line 1.
Line 1.
Nanny from New Jersey again.
Nanny from New Jersey again. We're very big in Jersey.
Nanny?
Nanny, are you there? Oh, folks. Nanny. Did we make you wait too long?
Nanny.
What happened?
Past Nanny's bedtime.
All right, let's get another call. Who do we
Line
have?
15, Erica from New Jersey.
We are so huge in Jersey. If we were in Jersey, it'd be spectacular. Sadly, we're in California. Yes.
Joyzy.
Hi.
Hi.
Am I on?
Yes, you're on. You're on the air with DJ Dan. And this
Hello.
is DJ Dan. Hi.
Hi. So when I was
Okay, you're kind
And
of
I was-
you're breaking up. Can you speak?
Please deposit 25 cents.
Okay. Okay. Let's hear it again very clearly because I'm having trouble hearing you. Let's try that again. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
All right. When I was younger, I was asked to take a test, and
Mhm.
I was accepted to a program.
Yes.
And now that I'm older,
Yes.
I'm wondering if I have been brainwashed.
Really? Now, what are some of the signs that you've been brainwashed? Can you tell me? Do you speak in languages heretofore unknown to you?
I don't know, but I've been having these weird dreams.
Yes. Can you describe these dreams to me?
In detail.
Well, I would be maybe running and maybe on a computer or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Really vague.
All right, all right. You know what? There's something I want to say to you, and listen to me very closely. Shut down! Oh, yeah, folks. You know what? When I was younger, I took a test, right? And then I went to an academy, and then little green men trained me, and then I could shoot lightning bolts from my hand. And I don't mean the dark side power lightning bolts. No, I mean the light side power lightning bolts called electric judgment, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Jedi Dan. That's who I am. Okay, folks, I've had enough of this role playing. Let's have one more call, then there's something I got to talk about.
Oh, then.
Line 7, Yeshiva the Sword Master from Bar Harbor, Maine.
Ah, Maine, home of many a great sword master. Yeshiva the Sword Master, are you on the line?
Yes, I am on the line.
I see. Will you draw weapons against me, or will you speak to me placidly?
I don't really want to duel right now.
Excellent. We're on the phone. It'd be very cumbersome. What's your question, my friend? What you got to say to me?
I was just wondering, there's
Spit it out.
Like for example, Retrievers of Truth.
Yes.
There's all these lost fans that found out the password before the Hanzo Foundation did. I'm wondering if there's something going on with that. If they found out if they're.
Well, of course they knew the password. They're psychic dogs. They know everything. That's the whole point. Am I right?
Well, I'm wondering how they.
Yeah. Go ahead. Ignore the sound effect. I know I do.
I don't get it. It's just all this.
All right. First of all, there's one thing that you should know before we go any further, which is shut down. Okay, look, guys. The Retrievers of Truth, they're supposedly psychic golden retrievers. They retrieve truth. If they're talking about what they really are, then truth is being retrieved by these dogs. They know stuff before we do. Come on, guys. Great TV series, by the way, they could do. Okay, folks, you know what? We're gonna have a song about the man, and then we're gonna come back. I am shutting down the man. That's what I'm doing here. Now, who's gonna be with us very soon? Rachel Blake, Persephone, ladies and gentlemen, the lady of the experience, the so-called experience. What they want you to think is an experience instead of reality. But if we're talking about that, we're going to talk about something very special here, something very interesting. That's right, Announcer Johnny's bladder. Folks, I got to tell you, Announcer Johnny...
Don't go there.
He's been sitting here for over 15 hours preparing for this. He's got his trigger finger ready. We're going to catheterize the poor guy. I have never seen a look of agony on a human being like this. But folks, before we go into that, and we will do it live, I'm going to take a couple of phone calls. That's right, we're going to take a couple of phone calls here. Let's see what we got going. Tanya? Who's on the line?
Line 13, Tim from Rhode Island.
Tim from Rhode Island, line 13. Tim, are you on? Are you there, Tim? Tim from Rhode Island. Earth to Rhode Island, R.I.
Timmy, can you hear me?
Folks, crickets. Crickets, okay? Who do we have? Let's hear another one.
Okay. Tap Dog, line 9 from Los Angeles.
Tap Dog from Los Angeles. Oh, that's right. I'm feeling it. That's right. You can call me Slappy Hambone from now on. Tap Dog, you're on the air with DJ Dan. What you got? Tap Dog, you're on the air with Don.
Phone's not working.
Folks, it's horrible what's happened to our phones. I think it's the Hanso Foundation hacking our lines. If we don't get some phones up here, we're going to have to go to viewer mail. And how dull is that, folks? I think you'll know how. Tanya, who else do we have?
Line 14, Rance from Ohio.
Rance from Ohio in line 14. Rance, are you there? Rance. You're on the air with Slappy Hambone.
All of them? Is it Slappy or Sloppy?
It's Slappy Hambone.
Slappy.
That's right. That's my tap dance name. Rance, are you there? Okay, folks, we're having some technical difficulties with our phone. We're going to go to some viewer mail right now while we sort those out. Okay, what do we have here? Let's hear some viewer mail.
From Mark. Hey, DJ Dan.
Mark.
I was just wondering if you've gotten those powdered sugar-covered hands on a Golden Oracle Apollo bar. Mm-hmm. And do you still think they're nanite infested now that we know they're all coming from one of our friends, Rachel Blake?
You know what? I would not eat an Apollo bar with your mouth, okay, folks? That's what I'm saying, all right? These things are chock full of stuff I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy's dog, all right? Golden Oracle or not, okay, just because my friend and yours, Rachel Blake, pulled a wonk on this thing does not mean you should be touching the stuff. We're talking nanites. We're talking a black swarming cloud of nanites. No, wait, we're not. If we're not talking about anything, it's a black swarming cloud of nanites. Do you all hear me? Johnny, do you hear me?
Hear you.
Tanya, do you hear me?
Impossible not.
Loud and clear, exactly.
All right, Marvin the Earthling, do you hear me?
What?
Never mind. It is not a dark cloud of nanites in anything, anywhere that I'm talking about. Tanya, give me another reader mail. What do we got going on?
Juliana.
Juliana.
Hey, DJ Dan.
Hi, Juliana.
What do you think of William T. Kilpatrick's disappearance and possible murder?
All right, you know what? This is one where I gotta defer to the wisdom of Marvin the Earthling on this one. Marvin, what's this all about?
Hola.
Yes, what are we talking about there?
William T. Kirkpatrick was involved with Jeep in the whole Compass fiasco.
Oh, you mean how the Hanso Foundation?
Organs,
yes.
basically, the Hanso Foundation bought all these Jeeps and they outfitted them for evil and whatnot and driving across the countries and shipping
Jeeps are
organs
now
and
evil
guts
rated,
and brains.
not just trail rated.
Basically,
That's right.
William Kirkpatrick was kidnapped and it was horrible. And basically, Rachel...
Where was he kidnapped?
He was sort of... perhaps making a public appearance.
Wait a minute. This guy was talking to Rachel Blake.
No, he wasn't talking to Rachel Blake at the time. He was just...
But he talks to Rachel Blake, right?
Sure.
And then he made a public appearance.
Yeah.
And he made a public appearance. And then folks, I'm making a public appearance, and I talked to Rachel Blake. Oh, my God. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. All right, look, folks, if you talk to Rachel Blake, don't be like me. Don't be like Billy, okay? Don't make public appearances. If you're fighting the man, you don't make public appearances. My God. Okay, when Madonna comes down in that crucifix, is Rachel Blake hammering in the nails? No, she's not. Of course not. You know why? Because she's running away from the man. All right? They're going to come and take me away. They know where I am, don't they? They were here the last time. If it hadn't been for Tanya being a master of jujitsu, we would have never gotten out of that. Folks, okay, do we have our lines on? Do we have phones? All right, let's take some calls. Let's hear some calls.
Line 14, Stephanie from Ohio.
All right, Stephanie from Ohio. Steph, what you got for me? Oh, for the love of sweet God, people, where are my phones? You know what? Speaking of donuts, Speaking of donuts.
The donut of the day.
Yes, that's right. I have to tell you, it's that point in the show when I'm feeling a dip in my energy reserves, a contraction of the mitochondria, and that means it's time to pull out the old brown bag of delights and unleash the donut of the day. That's right. Today's donut was specially prepared for me by my wife. She said I'd love it. She said she wrote me a special note with it. And today's donut is a low-carb bagel.
A low-carb bagel.
With fat-free cream cheese. This is not funny. This is a mutilation.
Kind of funny.
And what does the note say?
It says, and I quote, "I dreamt you died last night. I'm pretty sure I don't want that to happen yet. Enjoy." Huh. Oh, my sweet wife. Always with the veiled threats. Which brings me to a little segment I like to call
the threat call of the day.
You see, folks, if you're like me, if you're poking your nose into the shadows to sniff out evil where it lives, chances are that schnoz of yours is going to come back with a couple of extra holes in it. Now, you might think that would deter a man such as me. You might think I'm headed for higher ground or greener pasture or something, but then you'd be flat out wrong. But as you know, I've been recently locking horns with a little organization known as
the Hanso Foundation.
That's right. They're weird. They're creepy. They're ooky. They're altogether spooky. That's right, folks. They have a fondness for mint green lab coats, but when it comes to threat calls, they're the metaphorical equivalent to a bowl of overcooked lo mein, which is why Johnny and I like to do a little interpretive sketch of our own threat calls. That's right, folks. Just to keep things lively. Shall we try a few out?
Yes, DJ Dan, but before we start, I've been asked to say, today's threat call is brought to you by Widmore Construction. We can crush you under an I-beam and say it was an accident. Don't worry, we're insured.
Who asked you to say that?
Did I tell you I finally am going to be able to be putting that addition onto my house, including a pool? It's really great.
Okay, Johnny, middle of page 6, will ya? Threat me up, come on.
Middle of page 6. That's right, DJ Dan. You'll come home to find your chestnuts roasting over an open fire. And by chestnuts, I don't mean chestnuts at all. What I really mean when I say chestnuts is that I'm going to take your...
Shut down! I like it. It's a little bit too early in the year. It's kind of seasonal. Page 24 from the top.
Page 24 from the top. You want me to sing?
Oh, do I ever.
Oh, no.
Exactly. You've heard me sing, haven't you, Tanya? Okay. Razors and blazers and nails on mittens. A safe falls on Tanya. I drown all your kittens.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Brown paper wrappers filled up with your
Okay. What is it with the thread call today? My God. Dear Lord, it's a Von Trapp nightmare. Okay, this could be a good one. Page 12, start at the bottom.
Page 12, start at the bottom. Okay. Not only that, but I bought my V12 SUV outside of California. That's right, relaxed emission standards. And I'm driving it more than ever, DJ Dan, which means someday soon you're facing a 1-degree rise in ocean temperature. And when that happens, the ice caps will melt, the seas will rise, rendering your bluff-top home oceanfront property rendered worthless. Oh, wait,
come on.
No.
When did Al Gore join the writing staff?
Exactly. We have a writing staff?
Another crack, another dollar, Tanya. Okay, you know what? Folks, there you have it. Threat call of the day.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you want to do the other threat?
Yeah.
I think some of our callers might want to hear some DJ Dan talking to them if we can actually get them on the line. But you know what? Since you're so pleased with this, Johnny, let's do the last threat call. I was just going to drop it, but I want to hear it now. Give it to me.
I just wanted to call in and say I'm your biggest fan, and I hope you continue on in your radiant health with no falls down the stairs or unexpected trips to the emergency room.
Dan, this guy is weird.
He's freaking me out.
I find your opinions stimulating, and I encourage you to continue digging into the potentially criminal activities of the Hanso organization.
How strange, isn't it? It feels like a threat call, but it sounds just like the opposite.
Wow, I wonder why. I'm pretty sure it's not opposite day. Oh well, bye now, DJ Dan. Have a great night, and by all means, don't worry about the bag of Deathstalker scorpions I didn't leave under the driver's seat of your green Jeep Compass. You have not been warned, DJ Dan.
Well, folks, under great duress, there you have it, the threat call of the day.
We should have killed that letter.
Yeah, I think we should have killed that bit, absolutely. But you know what? What I want to know is and I'm directing this to my engineers here, if I get a call, am I going to be able to get it on the line? Folks, we are praying here. We're praying for a call.
Test call of the night.
Now we're going to test. We had some calls. This is our test call. Okay, who do we have on the line?
Line 15, Mr. Frosty, Toronto.
Mr. Frosty from Toronto. You are on the air with DJ Dan. Oh,
no.
Mr. Frosty, are you there?
Yeah? We hear something.
Yes, Mr. Frosty? I'm not hearing a damn thing. Folks, I don't know what's going on with our call, so I got to tell you, it's... Oh.
Phone line is dead.
What happened? Guys, keep calling. We're going to try to get to you. I really want to take these calls.
I told you we had to pay the phone bill.
That's right. Or perhaps it's my arch nemesis.
You're just trying to do
Folks,
that?
perhaps it is somebody evil, somebody who wants me dead. It is my arch nemesis.
The Hansel Foundation.
Behind all of this inability to take calls. Folks, we're going to try to make this up to you a little bit later. We got a little more time before Rachel Blake calls us. You know what? Let's see. You know what? Should we even try to get another call? Is this gonna happen for us? Okay, folks. You know what? I think we're gonna go to a song. We're gonna try to work out our different.
Coming to you live from the secret CIA prison under your local high school football field. It's DJ Dan shutting down the man. Supro Dupro Edition Especial.
Supro Dupro Edizione Speciale. Is that Italian? Is that Spanglish? What the heck is that?
It's Scripties. It was written right here for me.
Oh my God. We're going to have to talk to our staff about that. Folks, you know what? I've opened up a special phone line for Rachel Blake, should and when she chooses to call. I have it on good authority. She's going to be with us in a few minutes. But you know what? I want to take some more of your calls because I think that's an important thing. I think that's something we need to be doing. Okay, folks? Now, who do we have here, Tanya?
Line 14, Speaker.
Speaker on line
Tanya speaking on the announcer mic.
Yeah, she's a little reverb.
Tanya the announcer.
Speaker, you're on live with DJ Dan. You're on live with DJ Dan.
See, Speaker wouldn't hang up on us.
No, Speaker wouldn't hang up. And Speaker is good. Speaker, you know, even though Speaker's a little bit too close to that Javier Grillo Mark Such guy, and that kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Hey, there's Speaker!
Yay!
My MySpace friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got sound! Can I get a witness?
Witness.
All right. Speaker, what you got to say to me?
Me?
Yes. We tried like 8 calls. You're the first one to get through. I want to talk. What you got to say to me?
The island we learned about from the Sri Lanka video that Rachel helped us put together.
Yes.
Well, Charles Woodmore, who helps Hanzo, is he a part of this? Is it possible that maybe he has a twin who he sent to the island, and his twin is maybe John Locke?
Okay, first of all, you don't sound like Speaker very much. I got to tell you. I mean, I know Speaker, and you don't sound. Are you really Speaker, or are you like some sort of fake conspiracy speaker? Because it doesn't sound like the
Just like the fake Rachel Blakes we've seen.
That's right. You know, we've been getting false Rachel Blakes all night, my friend. Is this the real Speaker or not?
Yes.
Yes, it is the real Speaker. I hope it is, because I'm going to be talking to you later, okay? I don't think Whitmore has an evil twin. What do you think? He's got a bad twin? Is that what we think? Dude, listen, okay? People have good twins, bad twins, the whole thing. But that doesn't mean that every time there's some sort of fictional manifestation of something, there's got to be a bad twin. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? Speaker, I'm not going to shut you down, but I'm going to say thank you for the call.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get another call in here.
Line 7, Mike from Tucson, Arizona.
Mike from Tucson on line 7.
Yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, is Rachel Blake really Alvar Hanzo's daughter?
I have no idea. I mean, that is a very interesting question. Do you think that she is Alvar Hanzo's daughter? What do you think about that? Let's pretend that I don't know all the answers for a second. What basis do you have in terms of reality, a.k.a. the lost experience, to say that? What makes you think she's Alvar Hanzo's daughter?
I really have no clue. I've just been reading blogs and stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, does she sound Danish to you?
What?
Does she sound Danish to you? Is there something Danish about her presentation that makes you think, oh my God, I'm talking to Alvar Hanzo's daughter?
Not really.
So it's purely just your experience of blogs, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to shut you down. I'm very sorry. Shut down! Folks! If you're calling me to tell me somebody is something, you better know why that somebody is whatever they say they is. Am I right?
Yes, whatever you said.
That's right. You know what? You know what? I think it should be talk like James Hetfield Day. That's what I'm saying. I think everything should be like, is today the day when everybody calls me to tell me this? That's right. A little Metallica for you folks. Let's take another call. Is Rachel Blake on the line? Because I really would like to get that phone line open for her. Let's just take another call. Who do we have here?
Line 5, Lost in Pennsylvania.
How can one get lost in Pennsylvania? The turnpike is so prevalent. Lost in Pennsylvania, are you there? Lost in Pennsylvania. Lost in Pennsylvania. We have lost. Let's go to another line.
Line 10, Derek from Evansville, Indiana.
Derek from Evansville, are you there?
Yes, this is me.
Oh, it's me. Oh, excellent, me. I thought it was Derek, but it turns out it's me. Well, thank God. I always wanted to talk to me. Yes.
Well, I have a question because on the Hanzo Foundation website with the world map, with the statistics that you put in for the next video, there's a secret area you can click that said she was a member of the foundation. Do you happen to know who that was?
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to go to Marvin the Earthling, my connection for all things dealing with reality, to tell us a little bit about this. Marvin, you're Marvin the Earthling. What do we know about this?
I have no idea what the question was because I was under the table and...
see, I'm very afraid of things myself, so that's...
I can vouch for that answer.
You know what?
Please repeat the question to me.
Can you please repeat the question?
Sir?
On the foundation website, where you put the statistics in about the different countries...
Yes.
For the video,
I didn't
there's
put
a secret area. Go ahead.
Yes, continue.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Continue.
Okay. There's a secret video that you can, a secret area you can click on, and it said text backwards. And if you turn it, the mirror, it would say that she was a member of the foundation.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was.
You happen to think that was possibly like Rachel Blake or something?
Well,
Rachel. Okay, for starters, Rachel Blake worked for Widmore. Okay, do you really think she worked for the foundation? She said herself she worked for Widmore. Did she not? Widmore severance check. Did she not?
Did she not?
Whoa.
She was obviously speaking.
Have you ever served in a forward area, son?
She was. I'm sorry. Look, I don't want to get upset with you, but.
All right, Marvin. I think you got to go back under the table. I think you got to. Okay, somebody take Marvin down. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have to shut you down. Shut down. All right.
Down.
Folks, okay, you know what? Oh my God, wait, is that the special red? I think the special red light is on, ladies and gentlemen. That can only mean one thing, I think. Oh my God, that's the line I set up. Folks, we've talked about her, we've fought for her, and we've yearned for her. And we've dreamed about her. Oh, sweet candlelit dreams. And now, without further ado, the guest that makes this Shutting Down the Man special edition,
the DJ Dan interview with Rachel Blake.
That's right, it's Rachel Blake. She's on the line, folks. Rachel, what's the haps?
Not much, just running with the wedding plans. You have told your wife, haven't you, Dan?
Oh, the wit. Honey, if you're listening, this girl's crazy. She's a crack up. I've been saying it from the beginning. I don't believe a word she says.
Don't tell me you're backing out.
Backing out? Did I ever front in? You got to be in to be out.
Let's see. And I quote, I'd like to get to know her, if you know what I mean. You said that on your last show, and tonight, what else? Oh, she's the light of my life, my PYT, my bride-to-be. Sound familiar?
Not a word. It's lies, I say. I never said a single one of those.
Oh, wait, and how about candlelit dreams?
Oh, hey, low blow. I never said that, not until, a minute ago. Rachel, I'm so sorry. 1,000 apologies. I'm a liberal man, and I use my words liberally.
Well, you should be careful what you say to a girl, Dan. Mellifluous, golden voice like yours, she might just take what you say to heart.
Oh, Rachel. See, folks, this is why I can't help but profess my undying
I
love.
won't even mention the fact that you're old enough to be my father.
Oh, shut down. Oh, God. Always got to push the buttons, don't you, Blake? But in all seriousness, Rachel, we're thrilled to have you on the show, and we're even more thrilled you're alive and well.
Yes, well, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be alive.
Should we get down to it? Are you ready for the Barbara Walters?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Because I've got questions, Rachel. A lot of questions, a lot of topics. You've got a ton of supporters and a ton of doubters.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
So let's start it off with an easy one. We know you're calling from an undisclosed location.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, where the heck are you?
Where am I right now, or where was I 5 minutes ago?
Are you saying you're mobile? You're on a cell phone?
I'm saying, have you ever been chased through 8 countries in 12 days?
8 countries in 12 days? No. 8 donut shops in 12 minutes, yeah. And which of these countries are you in right now?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure.
Is it one of the stands?
I don't know. Geography isn't really my strong suit. I think a lot of your listeners would agree with that.
Are you referring to the map incident, Rachel?
Could be.
Folks, for those of you who don't know, while she was tracking down the evil Dr. Thomas Werner Mittelbeck, the nefarious fighter protocol, Rachel made a little tiny mistake.
Oh, try capital offense.
She mistook a set of maps depicting 3 or 4 islands to be a series of views on one island, an island near the equator.
Hey, Dan, last time I checked, Sri Lanka was an island near the equator, so I was partly right.
But you were also partly wrong.
I know, trust me, I know.
Okay, now, but some of your supporters just went bat guano crazy on you for it, didn't they?
That's That's one way of saying it, I guess.
Well, Rachel, I guess the question that was on everyone's mind was this. How can she be so good at the hacking, at the Persephone stuff, and so not good at the real-world Sydney Bristow, James Bond, Mission Impossible stuff?
Ouch. Geez, I don't know. It could be that I spent the last 10 years of my life with my eyes glued to the computer monitor in my mom's house, and then the computer monitor in my dorm room, and then I had this really, really Hillis Teraflop machine badass computer in the basement of the Widmore Corporation building. Seriously, it was badass.
You're referring to all of your computer hacker training, of course, right?
I'm referring to the fact that I'm a geek. I mean, Red and Fair geek, not so much, but pissed off that I couldn't actually see Comic-Con geek? Yeah, I was, you bet.
So to refute a few of the theories floating around about you, you weren't genetically engineered by Hanso to be some kind of super spy sleeper agent, am I right?
I'm going to have to go with a no on that one. I think you know this. Compiling flash does not necessarily equate to street smarts, DJ Dan. If it did, I think most of the guys taking shots on me on a Friday night at midnight would probably be out with their girlfriends. You know who you are, Matt the Pale.
Oh, Rachel Blake shooting fireballs, and one of our favorite chroniclers takes it in the groin!
Hey, I'm honest.
Okay, so where did you learn to hack? How did you become the socially awkward comic book geek you are today?
My mother was sick, the doctors were lying, and I wanted her records.
Simple as that?
Yeah?
Kind of vague.
Ask me another question.
No, come on, what about that one?
No, ask me another question.
All right. What do you think about Lost?
It's not on my TiVo.
Oh, it's because of the orientation film, right?
No comment?
Okay, does Carlton Cuse really disgust you?
It's become more complicated. What happened in Norway complicated things.
Okay, what happened in Norway?
Not yet, okay?
Okay, let's move on. How about what happened at Comic-Con? After you condemned the Lost panel, you said a lot of things, a lot of very incendiary things to those people. How did you get out of there, by the way?
The same way I got hold of that mic. I bribed the right people beforehand. There was a panel truck waiting for me backstage at the convention center at the loading dock. I knew Hanso's hit squad would be there, and I was right. I lost him once we crossed the border into Mexico, but I still spent 3 days on the beach in Guerrero Negro just to make sure the trail went cold. But I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, so after your Comic-Con blow-up, the very panel of Lost producers and actors, they were photographed signing autographs, right? And they were wearing these hieroglyph armbands, all right? Mm-hmm. Your hieroglyph wristbands with the codes to HansoExposed.com. Which side are those guys really on, Rachel?
The truth? I don't know anymore. Look, I had an insider in the Lost camp. He's the one that helped me. The wristbands were his idea. I mean, I don't even know if the producers had any idea what this glyph represented until later on.
Okay, so can you tell us who this white knight was?
No.
No, come on, give us a hint at least. Tell me something.
Okay, well, how about, in all the nations, in all the world, no one is as great as this guy. No one.
Folks, you guys figure that one out. All right. So Rachel, wait. So these glyphs, they were for this video. They represented pieces of the video you shot in Sri Lanka. The video outing Middlewerk's plot to kill us all.
You mean save us all by killing 30% of us? Did that bother you too?
Yeah, just a little, Rachel.
Yeah, I think so. Reaching out to a better tomorrow, right?
So we know you went on the run with this De Silva dude. We know the Hanso squad is on your butt. But why did you have to break the thing up into so many damn pieces?
My relationship suffered.
I'm sorry, Johnny. By the way, I enjoyed your recap.
Oh, you got great taste, and you inspire me.
Thanks.
So Rachel, what happened? Why did you break it up like that?
Well, I didn't want to break it up like that. It wasn't really a choice. You know, people have died helping me. Xander, Darla, De Silva. I had to do my best to protect the truth of what Middlewerk was doing, but if I had sent it to one person or a group of people or put it on a website, I knew with what was in this video, I just couldn't risk people's lives like that. And I thought that if I put this all stuff out at once, are people actually going to believe it? Are they going to believe me? I mean, it's pretty mad scientist kind of stuff. I wanted to get people talking, get them frustrated. Bottom line, I wanted everyone watching.
Just like with the Apollo bars, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how did you pull that off exactly?
Oh, I'll never tell.
Okay, Rach, we've warmed up, we're loose, we're vibing. Now it's time to get to the real stuff. Not the hows, but the whys, Rachel, the whys. I think we all know there's a difference between wanting to save the world and actually throwing everything you have out the window and risking your life to do it. Most people don't have that in them. The people that do, they join the Peace Corps, they become missionaries. Some like me, they join the military, which was, in hindsight, a mistake. But you went off and did this crazy global hacking thing. I mean, Rachel, what you've done is amazing. Why did you do it?
Oh, I could tell you, but I don't know that you'd believe me.
I wouldn't believe you? Why would a conspiracy DJ and his conspiracy spy audience not believe you, Rachel? You're like the conspiracy spy of the year.
Thank you.
Come on, Rachel, just come clean. Tell us why. Is Middelwerk really your crazy uncle? Is Jupe your long-lost pet monkey? Are you related to Alvar Hanso? People want to know. I'm getting calls. What happened in Norway?
When I went to Norway, listen, I knew the only way this would ever be done, the only way anyone would ever believe that any of this was real, was for me to get it on tape and for me to get that tape to the authorities, which is what I did at the beginning of this week.
DJ Dan.
Oh, God! Tanya! Great jumping Jehoshaphat, Tanya. You scared the bleeming buckyballs out of me. Rachel, please, go on. I need to hear this. What is it, Tanya?
Dan,
what are you doing?
Rachel, I'm sorry.
What are you doing, Tanya? What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I've got someone on the line. You can't believe what this guy is saying. You have to take this call right now.
If this is another one of those threat calls, Tanya.
Dan, take the call.
Rachel, hold that thought. Caller, you're on shutting down the man, and if this ain't good, I'm shutting you all the way down to Chinatown.
My sister, my daughter.
Yeah, great. Caller, go ahead.
Hi, DJ Dan. My name is James. I'll get right to the point. My friend and I, we have this little global network going on where we enjoy eavesdropping on all kinds of signals. Civilian, corporate, scientific, military.
Yeah, James, I'm with you.
And right now, at this very moment, excuse me, we are listening to, hold on. We are listening to an encoded, highly secure government frequency. I don't know if it's police or military, but if you allow me, I want to patch you through.
You want to patch us through?
You and Miss Blake and the rest of your conspiracy spies have to hear this.
All right, go ahead, man. Patch it through right now. I mean,
okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Report.
Zulu in position. Disable lift control.
Hold Zulu. Bravo. North lobby secure. You have visual on target.
Yes, sir. 10th floor.
Is that confirmed?
White coat, black ponytail.
Lunatics in their hair.
Wait. 9th floor now.
Intel says 10th. Confirmed. 10th floor. Looks like we got a staircase between lab levels 9 and 10. Personnel count on 9.
Count 3 and 4.
Armed.
Unsure. Target moving toward the elevators.
We're moving. Bravo. Hold. We've been made. Zulu. Cut power.
Cutting.
Alpha. Go. Bravo. Take 9. Got 10. Zulu.
Power cut.
Then why am I seeing lights? They've got auxiliary.
I don't know what this is.
Not a sound effect.
Who do they have cornered in
We need
the
the RAM. Hands behind your back. Face to the floor.
We got him.
No, that's not Middlework. He's a lookalike.
Middlework?
Repeat, he's a decoy. Our target's still loose.
Where is he?
Gentlemen, I'm sorry to have to do this. We got a radio over here. I can't have my work compromised. You should run. Police is wired. Go. Namaste.
Oh, hello? It sounds like, oh my God, it's like...
God.
Rachel, that was the authorities. They were at the Hansel Fountain. That sounded like Thomas Werner Mittelwerk.
Yeah?
Oh my God, Rachel, is this because of the video you shot? Is this because of... Oh my God, Rachel, Rachel, the world needs to know what's going on here. You need to tell us what's happening.
Okay, if you guys want to know the whole truth, you will go to abc.com in 5 minutes. It's all there, everything.
We're going to get him, Rachel. Folks, this is incredible. Middlewerk appears to have escaped from a raid trying to find him. He's blown up the Hansel Foundation building. Rachel, we're going to get it. We're going to get this guy. And you know it's thanks to you, right?
Okay, thank you. I got to go.
No, Rachel,
I got to go. Bye.
Rachel, don't. Folks, this is amazing. I mean, we were in there. We were listening to the raid on the Hansel Foundation, and Middlewerk appears to have blown the place. I don't know how many soldiers. What were they? Police officers? Interpol? Folks, I don't know what was going on there, but you have got to go to abc.com. Rachel has some very important information that she has to impart on you folks, and this is just spectacular. I've never seen the like. A live raid on the Hanso Foundation. This is beyond what Eve and I and my conspiracy spies could have ever imagined, folks. You know what? I think you should all go to abc.com. I'm going to sign off. We're going to go off the air, folks, because right now it's just time for the truth, and I think you all need to go there to check it out. So, folks, this is DJ Dan, shutting down the man. Johnny, give us a look out.
You've been listening to the DJ Dan Show, shutting down the man on RadioHarvest.com. Music's more anytime. Your internet radio provider, RadioHarvest.com.
ABC.com, folks. Go there for the truth.
Tune in now.